3, 2, 1, go! Excellent, sexy. Are you ready for another exciting episode of WarHams? It is time, and time again for another exciting episode of WarHams. Thank you, everyone, for coming back. Thank you to our fantastic players for coming back. Starting off, the one who's playing the Skitarii Ranger, Braine, played by Speaker D.
Yes, I am Speaker D. I am one of the lead writers for If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I am playing the Skitarii barbarian weirdo that you all know and love. And that is all I had, so Earndil, say things now.
And next person, the Inquisitorial Acolyte, Reeb Van Horn, played by Earndil.
Yeah, played by me, Earndil. I play this guy. I am a writer and text-to-speech device. I'm a guy, and that is me. And also, you said you are the Skitarii bub. Good work.
I am the Skitarii bub.
Next, we have the shitty psycho who needs to stop being fucking old. That's me. I'm Lorn. But next up, we have the amazing, the illustrious, leader and owner of the debt collector ship that we sail on, Captain Zedek, played by HulkyKrow.
Oh, shit, it's my part. Oh. Yes, that's me, HulkyKrow. You may know me from several small roles in If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, not smallest among them being Kayvon Shrike. I am playing he believes he is good enough to be a captain, Zedek. I don't know. I don't have a lot today. I got a haircut, so I'm feeling spiffy.
Wow.
You're looking wonderful. You look beautiful. We can definitely see how amazing you look. But who's also amazing is our Game Master, Thurston Hillman.
Hello. I've spent way too much money on Slaanesh today. That's my update. I just tweeted how much Slaanesh stuff I bought.
He bought like 20 boxes of of just chaos stuff.
Look, that Glutos model, he called to me, all right? I have a kinship to that man with Palanquin.
What adventure do you have for us today?
Yeah. I have an adventure. An adventure prepared that will blow your minds, but we aren't starting with the adventure I have that's going to blow your minds. Instead, we are starting with just Lorn Barnes. Lorn, you are in darkness. You are running through darkness. There is a humid feeling on the air as you run. You smell the telltale remnants of a promethium discharge. Some kind of fire is burning.
Oh no.
You are running as fast as you can to get away from whatever it is that's chasing you. You are running, and you know that your allies are with you. At your side, to your right, you see Captain Zedek, who is kind of oscillating between going in front of you and then falling behind as he catches his breath. Clearly not built for this type of long-distance run. And then maintaining a constant stride at your side is Braine. Though Pie's robes look especially tattered, small holes all over them. And what appears to be like portions of Pie's red Mechanicus robes burned as though they've been set ablaze. And then you see all this in just side views as you're running away from something, and you know that some nefarious force is chasing you from behind. What are you doing?
I'm running the fuck away is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm trying to be faster than Braine, so they take Braine first.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Would you like to give me I'm gonna say athletics test, because,
not a psychic master.
Yeah, not a psychic master. Welcome back to WarHams.
Okay, athletics check coming in. My 1.
Yeah, okay. You see your allies begin to rush past you. You see Captain Zedek gives you no heed. You see Braine never speeds up, never slows down, but you are definitely slowing down, and Braine is continuing on. And then, as though left alone, you see Reeb. Reeb's clothing appears to be the most tattered, as though much of it has been chewed away in places, and some of it seems to still have this ashen soot on it, like the discharge from his flamer. And you see him like match eyes with you as Reeb then runs past you. And then you are alone in the darkness, this dark, humid cavern that you find yourself in. And then up ahead you see something. As all of your friends have run into the darkness, you see two light-filled eyes staring at you. They brim with like a orange-red coal fire. What do you do?
I assume I have my staff with me.
Oh yeah.
I raise it up. Pretty much defensively, because I'm still frightened as to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually stand defiantly at it. Because obviously, it possibly has something to say.
Yes. And it keeps staring. And then beside it, another pair of red eyes open. And then beside those, another pair. And then it's multiplying until there are dozens upon dozens of eyes filling the darkness ahead of you. And whatever's behind you seems to be getting closer.
I cast Molten Beam into the eyes.
Give me a psychic mastery check. Well, a molten beam check, if you will.
Yes, like a normal attack.
Yes.
But I will not be taken over by the warp in my mind this day. They're so complicated.
Yes.
You go and you defiantly raise up your staff and begin channeling psychic energy, and your beam goes out, igniting the darkness, and all around you see the walls here are made of this obsidian stone. So even though there is a source of light, everything around you is complete darkness still. You've seen this before. It clings to your memory, and the molten beam goes forward as though to illuminate the tunnel like the light of the Emperor, and then it strikes into the eyes. But as you would see what the source of those eyes are, something grabs onto your shoulder, and you feel it turning you, and in that moment, as you are between whatever is behind you and the form of the eyes in front of you, you just hear a single sound from what must be the impact of your molten beam before you are torn through space and time. And then you find yourself back into Prefect Amalda's, where we last left off our session, where you had used a new psychic power to try to change your form. And you find yourself in the library. For the rest of our party members, you can all see that Lorn has attempted to change his appearance. His face had begun to contort, taking on the appearance of the figure you'd met previously, Clemens, who had shown up. And then as he had done that, you'd seen he'd clearly been pulled away somehow, like his eyes had gone vacant, though they had the appearance of a different person. And he'd raised up his hands as though warding before snapping back to Lorn's form. And all of you are in Prefect Amalda's now.
I would have Reeb just kind of be snapping his fingers in front of Lorn's face to try and get him to snap out of it, if at all possible.
I assume I molten beamed in my sleep.
Okay, it happens to everyone.
Yeah, you know what?
on mission.
The complication is that you have molten beamed in reality and blasted a hole into the upper level of the library. But as you fired off this molten beam, your face is reverted back to its normal appearance as you are breathing heavily.
You, Reeb, I've seen demons.
Yes, I
I've
would
seen
imagine you
visions.
have.
Visions of the past, of the future, or some unknown reality, Reeb. I've seen something terrible.
Reeb's just kind of like gritting his teeth and looking at Lorn, because Lorn is usually like this sometimes. Sometimes, maybe, I don't even know. But he's concerned nonetheless. And he says,
Multiple burning eyes, Reeb. Multiple burning eyes. And the molten, and the powers do not do anything, Reeb.
And Amalda slams her hands down on the table, the wooden table beside her, as you all look towards her. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Really?
I look at her.
I'm gonna point at her. Look at more things.
Lauren gets sad a little bit.
Lorn, those are just books. They cannot hurt you unless they are thrown at you, but they were not. Did you have a bad psychic dream?
Yes, I had a very bad psychic dream.
Was I in it?
Yes, you were, actually.
Oh! Is that good?
All of you. And you. And you. And you.
breaking up the
Who's he pointing to?
breaking up the dream seeing for a moment. We were doing something before you elected to swap over to that person's form.
Oh,
Yes?
yes. Sorry, I was paused. Yes, I think we were trying to replicate this individual so we could use that to our advantage. Sorry. If you don't mind, all of you figured this out for now. I need a moment.
I don't know how you did it, Lorn, but you somehow managed to look more disheveled and homeless than usual.
Thank you,
You should be very
Captain
proud.
Zedek. You are very fine, Captain, Mr. Zedek.
Stop lying to me. I hate it when you do that.
Mr. Zedek, you are a very fine captain. For someone who's able to run such a disheveled ship, I find it nearly impressive.
Okay, his brain is wrong. He is being nice.
Let's just leave him as he suggested alone for a moment, and we shall focus on what was to hand. Yes, I caught a brief glimpse of who he was taking on the form of before he did that, and then I will point towards the burning hole in the library, which I'm assuming is still burning.
Yeah, like it's clearly like there's like molten slag that's cooling now, and some of the metal is kind of like running like liquid in a few places before completely solidifying.
No fires?
No. He just hit like a back corner with metal on it.
Gotcha. Well, in any regard, that looked remarkably like the fellow we encountered on the streets, wouldn't you say, gentlemen?
I would be inclined to agree. He looks insane.
Beyond the insanity, Captain, I'm
Yes.
referring to his physical features. Don't get smarmy with me.
Oh yes, he looks like the homeless person we came across who is suspiciously in all these pics.
I could
Precisely.
try again.
No, that
No.
won't be necessary, Lorn. Take a moment.
Very well. I sit down.
Yeah, and really quickly, Lorn, you would know that like that was some kind of like unintentional warp event. You might be able to glean a bit more about it with, say, Science, if you wanted to attempt to sort of like sniff around and detect the presence of the warp.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Complicated.
Yeah!
Great. How many people
Awesome.
explode?
Well,
You.
I want to look into the what?
And then he turned into bats.
It's a Family Guy death pose.
so all right. This is beautiful. So Lorn, you're
Yes.
using your psychic abilities, reaching out. You're trying to get a sense of what just happened. you're sort of reaching into your own mind to recreate the scene you just witnessed. And as you're looking through, you feel as though there's some kind of wall there. Like you can't relive that memory. You remember it from just now, but the actual memory seems to be locked to you. And if you had to guess from your sinuscience as you're sort of looking through the ebb and flow of the materium and the immaterium, in your mind, this memory has been blocked off by some sort of immaterial tampering, some kind of psychic tampering in your mind. Now, when you were changing forms, that had the slightest effect of like putting a nudge there, because it was like you were changing who you were, which helped break some of that lock on your mind. Now, as you're looking at this, you also get you aren't someone who can break into other people's minds, but you're able to sort of see the ebb and flow of the warp around you. And you see these sort of similar patterns in the minds of your three companions, these sort of colors in their souls that speak to something that has been locked away, something that has been essentially buried in their backgrounds. But on Zedek, you see something that can only be described as an immaterial pimple around this box. And your complication is that you see this and you just want to touch it. You want to poke this thing and find out like what this is. And so with your psychic powers, you reach out, and there is a immaterial pop as three people come flying out from Zedek's chest, landing in a sprawl in front of the captain, all wearing the armsman robes of what appear to be crew members of the Debt Collector. And I'd really like to thank patron Blake Thatcher for this complication called the Lost Boys, where a squad of ship's armsmen who burst in shouting hysterics about finally being free. Oh, Captain, we're finally free!
Congratulations, Zedek. It's triplets.
What in the bloody hell have you done?
I'm not ready to be a dad.
What? No. Cease your fatherly buling. Who are these three? What is happening? What? You were supposed to look around. Why'd you conjure three men? How did you do this?
It's the warp. We don't have to explain shit. We just have to deal with this world we live in.
I must disengage stroke protocols.
I grab Lorn by the shoulders and start shaking him. Why is it that you continue to do strange and new things with your psychic powers?
It's not my fault.
Three of them have like dragged themselves to Zedek's feet. Oh, thank you, sir, thank you. It's so good to be let out.
Yep, it's so good to see you again, Bingo. I remember you.
No, sir, that one's Bingo. I'm Ulrich, and that one's Sigbold.
What in the blood?
Right. It's so good to see you again, Ulcer. I really did miss you and didn't know where you went.
We knew you'd come back for us after you told us to look after the old lady in the chair and the old man. We knew you'd come back for us.
The old lady and the old...
Captain?
Yes, sure.
Did you forget to retrieve the escorts you assigned to the Lord Inquisitor and the elderly architect?
I won't say that I didn't, but I will say that my memory of Shady Rock is hazy.
Oh, we aren't going to have to take them seriously, are we?
No, they're just... Look, do you three remember your oaths?
Everything for the captain, and then the Imperium second. Yes, sir.
That's not quite how I remember, but you know what? Good enough. I pull out a small, what looks like a dog biscuit from my jacket and give them each one.
Prefect,
They're corpse
Do you have any
biscuits.
more tea?
Say that again.
Do you have any more tea?
Oh yes. Would you like some of the Fenrisian blend? It's a bit strong, but if not, I have your favorite too. It's just in the back. I can go make it right now. I'll go make it right now. And she sort of turns and runs off to go make some tea.
Please do. Darling girl she is. Anyway, what in the hell was happening just now?
Dude, I don't fucking know anymore.
It all comes back to Shady Rock. This
Okay.
irritates me.
In the mindscape, I did notice some obsidian walls seem somewhat familiar, but I can't really confirm or deny. If these happen more and more, I will try to document my findings.
We need to. I don't know what's happening. All I know is that there's some sort of weird conspiracy that seems related to those xenoforms we met on Shady Rock and Efakaby. And if you're seeing black stone, that's like what we saw in the other place. I do not like this. I sense imminent dread.
It also feels like a wall in my mind. It's quite suspicious, Braine, but we're gonna have to work on this. So next time we get to the debt collector, we must muse on these findings. But for now, I think we are stuck in a mission. Is that right, Reeb?
I believe so for the time being, until we manage to figure out who these murderers are and where they are specifically. Reeb nudges one of the troops with his foot.
Oh, yeah,
We will have-
yes. They sort of all look at each other. Devotees initiative engaged, and they all stand up and immediately go behind Zedek, fading into the background of the shot.
Too right. Well,
How convenient.
yes. As I was saying, yes, we will have to determine who they are and how best to deal with them before we are allowed to scarper back off planet for the time being.
Yes. It is important, though, Reeb, and I will not continue with this after I say this, but I have reported what has happened to my superiors. You should do the same for yours.
Who should I report it to? Pie?
You're the tiny Inquisitor. Get the big one!
Pie, I am loath to admit this, but you do realize that the Inquisition is steadily being disbanded, yes?
Well, yeah, but, that's just, you know...
Well, it's actually being reformed, is my understanding. Here's your teaser. I think your Inquisitor is on the list of one of the good ones, so to speak. So you should be fine. Here you go, and she starts pouring.
Wait a
told
moment.
you
My
this?
Inquisitor or the Lord Inquisitor, who I... Please, you need to be more specific. This has been a very trying couple of days.
Your specific Inquisitor, and she finishes,
Harlan.
and then she looks to Lorn and smiles. She's like, "I know things. It's what I do."
I look
Yes.
behind her to her desk and I see the piles of messages that are just
Yes.
gathered there. I'm like, oh, okay.
So Inquisitor Highland is not going to be... So, I guess I should contact her. In any case... Well, I can't do that from here, can I?
Are
Damn
you
it.
avoiding her?
No, I relish every opportunity to talk to my dear Inquisitor Harlan. I get the feeling she doesn't want to talk to me, however.
I never get that feeling.
Have you talked to her recently?
Well, I haven't. I mean, just in general. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
I just imagine a thought bubble going over Pie and a picture of Gamu standing there. I never get that feeling.
Well,
Gamu's memory banks are filed under a completely different, Nemesis subsystem. So when he accesses positive memories, she's the furthest from it.
Is that like how anytime I have character notes for players in a campaign, that folder is just entitled War?
Yes.
Good.
Gamu's in his war folder.
Prefect, do you have access to off-world communications, since we are not likely to leave this rock anytime soon?
Not from here. I'm sure you could access the Vox systems on your Arvis lighter. It's docked fairly close. That should get you anywhere on the planet you need to communicate to.
Perhaps.
I just have people bring me things. I like books and reading.
I see. Well, you've been exceptionally helpful. Gentlemen, I believe we have something to go off of at the very least.
I will lead the way because I was not paying attention.
Terrific.
Well,
I feel
I suppose
Thanks,
you'll-
man.
Board of the ship.
You'll start. I suppose you'll start looking at into the reign of the Emperor's Tears cult. They seem to be so active now. If you want, I can provide you with some information as I've got here. And she's like reaching through some data slates and pulls one out. I know I've given this reviewed this with you already, but here's the summarized information on all of the immediate sites of civil disturbance and murder. If you want to look at those, we've kept them. The Arbites have made sure to keep all of those places safe and sterile for your inspection.
Ma'am, well, it is appreciated, and we will definitely take on board all this information. I should warn you that people who assist us who are unnecessarily loud and overt tend to end up in very bad or precarious positions requiring us to either help them or put them out of certain miseries. Please, I encourage you to keep your head down and not loudly announce it to the entirety of this room.
She smiles, and as she smiles, the light catches her glasses in a way that like completely block her eyes, and she takes on this sinister smile as she sort of leans in slightly. Emperor, help the person who comes in here with bad intentions. And then
I like you.
back and smiles.
Oh, I like you. Come on, gentlemen, we have work to do.
Excellent. Lead the way.
Pie.
Ah!
All right. So at this point, you've got some options, and I want to kind of leave this a bit freeform for how you want to continue. What I'm going to do is, because there are some skills we have certainly not used as much in this campaign, I'm going to throw out a bunch of skills that you can use to represent your investigation here. One of them is not psychic mastery, so get wrecked, Lorn. But I will throw out some skills, and if any of you want to sort of utilize these to conduct the investigation, we're going to keep this pretty freeform, but also keep it moving, so we're not like going into pedantic stuff.
Okay.
Really quick, the skills that you can utilize here would be cunning. So that would be to sort of meet with any elements outside of the local law, get a lay of the sort of underground, maybe talk to some people who have seen things on the sly. Investigation, that would be if you want to check out like prior crime scenes and those sort of areas that Amalda's mentioned. Persuasion, again, that would just be to sort of talk up local people. This would be less of like the sort of underbelly seedy side and more just people who might be on the streets. Scholar, if you want to do any more research and go over all the stacks of data that Amalda has provided. And finally, influence, which is you can use your influence to essentially exert your authority to maybe learn some information.
We're not using investigation, though, are we?
Yeah, no, that was the second one. You can use investigation to check out the prior crime scenes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave this up to you fine folks to decide how you want to proceed, and I'm just gonna like give you some skill checks and how we want to represent.
I was really hoping you were going to say survival. I'm like, say survival. I'm like, fuck.
Nope.
All right, Hank, let's split up and find some clues.
Well,
Yeah,
I have
okay.
ones in 90% of those skills, so I will be using Scholar.
I'll be using investigation.
What's your investigation?
Hmm?
Lorn?
Yeah, I have 3 investigation.
Oh, like what's your total? I mean,
3.
oh, I have 8. Can I take that up with you?
I assume, yeah, you can come chill out with me, Reeb. I appreciate it.
You can help me.
GM, in lieu of cunning, would you allow me to use intimidation to try to find basically
please.
squeeze
Please.
the info out of somebody?
Sorry, Reeb. I want to join Braine in intimidating just the locals to give us information.
Yeah.
No, stop. Come back.
I will allow this. I will allow this breach of decorum for a wrath point as a narrative declaration.
I'll sacrifice mine for you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I will go bloop. All right, Braine. We gotta go into town and like rough up the locals. We gotta get our information. What are we looking for?
All right.
Hey,
All
hold
right.
on. We have strict standards, Lorn.
Okay,
There are
okay.
strict ways we need to go about this. We have to do this by the book.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
hang them upside
Now-
down.
I've done the liberty of getting us the Book of Systems Law. And I'm going to take out the tome I borrowed from Amalda.
Are we not
presumably,
using the
obviously.
bat? I'm holding a bat.
No, we need to do it by the book. I'm
But-
going to get the book, the big book of law.
But
All
the-
right.
Okay.
I'm going to wield it as a two-handed weapon.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's.
Wait! Hi, Braine. Give me some string.
I presumably have some wine.
All right, the two of
inclined.
you chuckle fucks are like conspiring in a corner with books, bats, and
No,
string.
let us
we're gonna
finish. Let us finish.
Let
Let it go.
I think it's really funny if we cut away here and then we come back and
Yes,
we
okay,
read
okay.
some terrible breakfast machine of violence.
I agree.
That's why I said I want to cut here to find out what Reeb and Zedek are doing, so that I know what to expect when I come back to this fucking disaster.
Sure enough.
So okay, so you two go off, Braine and Lorn, you go off in the corner and start like, yeah, we'll rough up the yeah, we need the book, yeah, we need the string, yeah, we need a like live eel. Well, they're doing their thing. We'll start with Reeb. Reeb, how are you wanting to approach this?
I'm going to do as you suggested and go to the previous crime scene and see if I can find something that these droll and very unobservant Arbites may have missed, or possibly roll very badly and be as bad as them.
Okay, perfect. We'll get to that. And then Captain Zedek, what do you want to do here?
Captain Zedek will follow along with Reeb. He's actually going to be using cunning to talk to the locals and see if he can glean some information out of the local scum. They're maybe a bit tight-lipped. They might be able to pry it a little bit with some money, or just knowing how the scum talk.
Oh, this is so good. All right. We're going to start with Captain Zedek in here. Captain Zedek, my good friend.
Yes.
Give me a cunning check.
I would be happy to.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's going to be a 4.
It's gonna be a 4. All right. I wanna preface this chat. Back in session 11, Zedek went to meet some of the Prometheum Huffers in the debt collector, and he complicated, and I made a comment of, we'll get back to that. So I'm gonna bring that complication back to the forefront now. Yes, yes, Captain Zedek. You certainly do find the scum of Fimbria Majoris's mid and lower hive. And they have the stuff you like. They have all the stuff you like. Specifically, certain things you enjoyed with the Prometheum Huffers that you haven't been able to enjoy for a while.
Cigars.
Hey, you want
Great,
some
now
dead
I
sticks?
have a drug addiction.
Yeah, I was wondering how we could make Zedek more pathetic.
They don't rhyme for no reason.
Let me get this straight. You have stealthily adopted an addiction to whippets.
I guess so?
My fucking god.
Word of God states that I'm now an addict.
Look forward to your teeth falling out.
This is the wages of sin.
Welcome to WarHams, where we shit on Zedek for no reason.
It's the first live play RPG show where someone will die of crocodile.
Like before,
Okay,
it
how's
was
it feel
just
to be-
fucking with you, and now it's just. I'm sorry, Earndil, I interrupt you. Go ahead.
Hulky, how does it feel to be Meg?
God damn it.
Fuck you.
You're not Meg to me, Captain Zedek.
No.
Thanks,
Zedek,
Lord.
Zedek,
Wherever
though,
you are.
you're able to get some information, mostly from hanging out with some of the lower hive individuals who maybe partake in some substances that you enjoy with them. I saw it in the sewers. They're going in and out of the sewers. They are.
Going out in and out of the sewer. Here. Pass some innocuous substance that shall not be named.
What did you
see in the sewers?
Venom Zedek.
Seth Rogen.
I'm already a captain.
Beautiful ladies. They were going in and out of the sewers.
beautiful ladies. Like, here, give me that.
Here you go.
How beautiful are we talking?
Like mid-hive beautiful.
Okay, so it's not that. It's pretty. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm telling you, they're going in and out of the sewers. I know the exact rate they're using too.
Oh shit! You want to like? That's so funny. Here, just write it down here.
Also, wait.
That's your shoulder pad. The inside of your shoulder pad. Are you sure?
Shit, I can take my shoulder pad off. I thought that was just part of my model, man.
Nah, you gotta think outside the box, man.
Shit.
Yeah, that's why
Really?
you use super glue instead of plastic glue, so you can do stuff like this.
Oh, damn. Cosplay is a serious game after all. You really do feel like that.
Yeah, and like, yeah, this fellow writes this out for you, and that is your gleaning of information from the Underhive.
Hulky,
Zedek.
I like how you said, so they're not upper hive beautiful. Have you seen what upper hive people look like? They look like amorphous blobs.
I had a second thought as I said that, but I have to commit to it at this point.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
That's a thing.
All right,
All right.
Justin.
So back to Reeb Van Horn.
Oh,
Reeb, I believe you are intending on investigating one of the murder sites. So
yeah.
yeah.
So I have a question about this murder site. Has it been cleaned up like pretty surreptitiously by the the Arbites, or did they just leave it here?
They
like
left
went
it
to
here. Like you walk
They
in
fucking
and you literally see a body that has probably been left to decay for 2 days here.
Oh, bloody amateurs.
And like the door has clearly just has some tape on it, and it's basically a mid-hive apartment complex. So it's pretty ritzy. It has 3 rooms in it, a living space, a bedroom, and a washroom. And you walk in and you see that the body is face down between the washroom and the living space. Looks like there was some attempt at running that you can see, and then the body is sort of face down.
Like running towards the door or running into the room?
Running in towards the washroom.
How odd. Is this like a lady's corpse? Is this a dude's corpse? Who is this?
This appears to be a woman. You can give me an investigate check to start here, and then I'll let you know any other stuff.
Okie doke, I roll investigation.
Yeah.
I get a 3 and a glory.
Okay.
Excellent.
I would like to re-roll that if that's not sufficient.
So here's how it would work. You'd want at least a 4 to succeed, but then you could also shift exalts if you do better. So you might want to even throw glory at it too. Up to you.
My
Got a lot of
investigation.
glory, so.
My investigation's not bad. I'm gonna wrath, and failing the wrath, I'll take glory.
Yeah, sure.
The wrath gives me 8.
Okay, yeah. So you succeed, and you can in fact shift 2 exalts to do this pretty effectively.
So,
I think. Yeah. Okay, so you start investigating here. As you're investigating, you can see that this woman has several wounds on her. Though the body is decaying from being left out, the rate of decay is nothing rapid. The cooling in this room seems to have kept it in relatively okay condition. The smell is unbearable. It appears that there are two notable wounds, one in the back of her Achilles tendons, and then one on across her neck, and it appears to be a straight slice through with almost perfect cutting precision that you're able to see. Your Medicaid is coming into effect here as you're seeing all of this, and it looks like whatever happened here, this person had encountered something, turned, tried to run, slipped and fell over, possibly from the backslash, and then had their head pulled back and their throat slit.
Huh. Well, a lot of melee attacks. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. I will have some more things to do, but I trust you want to get to someone else.
I mean, what other things are you looking to do here?
Well, seeing as how this person was trying, I don't know if this is like running for the washroom on like just I have nowhere else to go kind of running, or if there might have been something in there.
Yeah, you do a look around the washroom, and as you do, we have the Reeb is a competent investigator, and you notice that taped onto the back of the toilet unit here is a small compact stub pistol.
Ah, free gun.
Yes.
I'm rewarded for my investigative skills. I'm given a gun. I will look at this a bit later.
Yeah, it's a very basic, like run-of-the-mill pistol. In fact, you can tell that it's not even like the common sort of like hand cannons that you would expect to see, because it has like only a single shot effectively.
Oh, it's a zip gun. Good.
Yeah, it's basically like one fire and then you can put something else in. So very clearly, like this was a bare bones purchase for this person.
I'll have to think on that. I would say just move on for the moment because I need to think of something.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now we cut back to Braine and Lorn.
Okay, you see, okay, so tie the book at the end of the bat. Hey, Braine.
I'm hearing you. I'm sorry, I accidentally pressed the mute button and was talking.
Yes, so,
On my chassis.
so I'm trying to tie it here, and you found the nails.
Yes.
Thank you. And do you have the cheese grater?
Of course. Why would I not have that? I always keep one on me.
I can rattle it with the spoons for space bears. Now here you go. Now do all this.
All right.
Now dunk it in oil.
Okay. And as I do this, hey, wait, why am I letting you make the thing? I don't stop.
I'm sorry. I mean, you're putting the thing together. I'm just like prepping it for you so you finish
Oh,
it. You're the tech
okay,
priest.
yeah, okay. All right. I don't know what the hell I'm holding, but I'm sure it will kill someone.
Now rattle it. Excellent. It's fearsome. A fearsome foe to intimidate people. Now let's go find people to fuck up.
All right, we're gonna go walk into the seediest, gangiest, toughest bar filled with like muscled like hive gangers and shit with this stupid machine running and going.
Yeah, it's this like tough guy bar called like Little Ogrins, and you walk in with this thing and like everyone sort of turns and looks, and you can see that these are all like heavy duty plumbing and septic workers that have all just turned to stare at you.
Are they intimidated?
I think so. Clearly they're frozen in fear, Braine. Go ahead, make a declaration at them.
Congratulations! You will no longer need to be adherents to the Cult of Emperor's Tears. Instead, you will help us destroy them. Do you
There's a
understand?
deafening silence as all of these people look at you strangely. One particular, like, Goliath of a man. Go back home, little tech man. Turns back to the table. Everyone else is laughing.
I'm going to walk up to him and I'm just going to, like, twist him in half. I'm just gonna pick him up and just like bane him.
GM, can I roll to murder him?
Can I roll something?
What would you like to roll?
Preferably weapon skill.
Yeah, give me a weapon skill test here. Sure.
Let's roll it. That is going to be 4 successes.
For a weapon skill test, that is like you're able to like get your hands around him. Like, would you like to make like a strength test?
Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah, I'll make a strength test.
Yeah,
I'll make a strength test.
Can I assist him by like, I don't know, try to trip him over like he's stumbling or something, so I can like, I don't know, kneel down behind the legs?
I will allow this.
I have 5 successes on a strength test to impart some sort of memorable injury onto this individual.
Actually, I'm going to cast Phantom Grip on that guy's ankle to try to trip him.
Please complicate Phantom Grip and summon like a bloodthirster in here.
I
This is
did
all
Glory instead.
I
got a 10.
complicating.
That'll teach you.
This is why I shouldn't say words. Okay. Roll me a d6, Pi.
Sure thing. As Lauren and I are going to put him into some kind of like psychic like wrestling finisher.
No, you just like break off one of his feet.
Oh my god.
Like there's a distinct like cracking as you are both like you didn't plan any of this. You're also trying to balance your cheese grater pain machine in one hand because you've also decided not to use it. And then you go to like move him, and then then Lorn uses Phantom Grip, which just adjusts his body as your arm's moving. And there's this snap as like his foot does essentially a like 90-degree turn, and you just hear as he falls on the ground whimpering like a child.
And with that being said, would anyone else like to say something smart about the tech priest? No?
Everyone is deathly quiet, except for the man screaming on the floor. Emperor, preserve me! Oh, I'll never work again! Oh, am I gonna feed my family? Oh!
I would like to. Am I allowed to spend a wrath die out of turn?
What? Okay, what do you
Oh my
want to
God.
do here, Hulky?
I would like to make a narrative declaration.
Yes.
If you're okay with this, speaker,
Sure.
Pi hears a small voice in his head. It is Zedek, reminding him and mind you, he has never actually said this to him. Now remember, Pi, on page 325 of Zedekit, always remember to provide enough food for all your guests.
That is so true. I'm going to go up to the bartender. I'm going to take out some Zeddy bucks.
Zeddy bucks?
I didn't know I have a currency too.
Oh, no. It's just,
It will be the currency of the Imperium when I kidnap their emperor. Yes. Thanks, M. Bison.
And I'm gonna drop a couple hundred Zeddy bucks. Give this man free food.
is it just paper with shitty crayon?
Did you take that from Tater Tot? I didn't give him any actual money.
It's Tater Tot helping out his like 4 dads by giving them like money.
What a fucked up relationship it is. The kid's paying for his fathers to entertain guests.
I don't know what Zeddy bucks are. The bartender doesn't know what Zeddy bucks are.
But he'll accept them.
He takes the Zeddy bucks and provides you some fine corpse starch chips.
If this man cooperates, you will give him free food for the rest of his life.
Is it? Does he have to ration a single fucking bag?
Yes.
You will have enough food for the rest of your life. Make this one bag count.
Remember your life.
If it says this bag has 60 chips if you eat one a day.
That's how long you have to live.
I also appreciate chat, you know, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Zed coins. No.
The WarHams cryptocurrency, Zedcoin.
Yeah, come on. All right, well, I've done too much talking and funny things. All right, people, now cower in fear, please. And
What arm and loaded?
Yeah, I'm
Would
gonna
you
roll
like to
some.
give me an intimidate?
I'm going to spend 4 glory on my intimidate.
Of course you are.
To assist, can I assist him with intimidation by like finger gunning tiny molten beams in the air?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Why not?
Why not? Fuck this kid.
What is even life anymore?
6 successes.
Give me a second.
We all
Catching up.
kids.
I got a 4.
Yeah, they're just horrible. Like wait, none of us is with the tears. None of us.
Then do you know anyone who is?
Well, just people who are putting up the signs. We see some of them sometimes. They like to put up the graffiti late at night.
And when do they do this?
I just said late at night.
Yes, but no, we want to find them! So, where would they be? Do you have any reason to believe they will be graffitiing this evening?
No, it just shows up overnight. It's like they come out of who knows where.
Good. That is a start. Where is the graffiti?
Everywhere. Have you walked down the streets here?
If it were removed, would it return?
I don't know.
You people suck!
But now, Pie Braine. You see, when individuals like this normally do graffiti, sometimes you can engage in a graffiti wall, more than likely. I'm bullshitting here. Can I roll to see if I can, think this up?
What you just did.
What do you mean? Yeah, you just did. You don't have to roll.
Okay, it's like stopping. Sorry. Okay, fine. You see, if we do graffiti better than them over their graffiti, they'll be insulted, and then they'll come over and try to beat our graffiti. So we can work together to make the most finest art on that wall and piss off that person. When they come to replace or put their art onto it, we'll capture them.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna look at the guy who I ruined his entire life. Hey, you want a job?
He's like eating a chip.
Hey, we have a ship. Do you want to work there?
I can't walk.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll get you a new foot.
Like when you can make it there, maybe.
Yeah, you can hobble.
This is why your flesh is weak. If I lost my arm, I'd just get another one.
Is that like literally just Pie turns to leave? Like, this is why the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
And the guy's on the ground like, ah! All right. Sorry, I've got to make a GM note. Hobbles onto spaceship in session 20.
I am going to... I guess then... in order to anticipate the graffiti gangs, Lorn and Pie are going to begin defacing the graffiti with pro-Omnissiah graffiti.
Okay, so as you walk out, Captain Zedek, will you describe the swagger you have as you approach your friends?
Swagger? Does it have to be? Because I think Zedek's kind of whacked out the fact he just got
That's
done
fine.
doing that.
That's fine. You describe Zedek however you want to.
You know, at first glance, you would see Zedek walking fairly normally, but you notice every now and then he kind of totters to the side or props himself up on a wall, holding his fist to his head, just muttering, "Oh no, why did I do that again?" Zedek continues to bumble towards the main door, eventually resting on the door frame, pulling out his small recorder, turning it on and saying, "Note to self, kick the habit again," and puts it back in his overcoat before walking over to our lovely hosts as they were.
Yeah, so Pie and Lorn, you see Captain Zedek approach like this.
Wow, Zedek, you look like shit.
Less than normal.
Yeah, I feel like it too. Hey, did any of you have a bucket by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
There's a floor.
Thank you. And Zedek will vomit. I have to roll to vomit.
No, just know that in 2 hours that man's gonna hop out on one leg and trip on that. Carry on.
He'll be okay. He'll live.
This is a bad day for that guy.
It's a WarHams kind of day for that man.
Every day's a bad day when you meet the crew of WarHams.
I'm going to place my hand on Zedek's shoulder. Zedek, I've been meaning to have this conversation, and I know we have things to do, and people will die if we don't do it immediately, but it can wait. So,
okay.
We need to talk.
Is now...
You have some bad habits. How do you feel about full cyborgnetic conversion?
I'm not joining your wacky robot cult again, Pie.
You want to be a servitor? I can arrange that for you.
It's not wacky. It's true. The Omnissiah. You shoot the Omnissiah's weapons. The Omnissiah blesses you with victory. Can't you see?
You
it
are
blesses me
made.
with victory, but it doesn't bless my wardrobe. Boy.
Hey,
Still just kind of trying to recover.
listen, I've met some of those pilots of the great night machines, and let me tell you, when they're not fused to their cockpits, they look damn snappy.
I don't want to be fused to my cockpit.
Well,
I don't
you
want to be
don't
fused
have to
anywhere.
be. You don't
I want
have
to
to
eat
be.
food. I like food, Pie. I don't want to drink oil.
Well, that's a personality flaw, and it's okay.
You're right. It is a personality flaw because I don't need to be flawless.
Exactly. But you actually do, and you're wrong. And here's the thing. Once you've accepted that the flesh is weak, you won't be drunk, you'll live for mostly a long time, and on top of that, you'll be able to keep a schedule better because you'll have a cognito enhancer into your brain.
At the mention of not being drunk, Zedek is going to take a moment to Zedek.
Look, just think about it. I'll fit you for an arm. We'll start slow. But you are
No.
my friend, and I care about you and want you to be immortal in machine form.
Zedek will take a moment to ponder what Pie has said and put his hand on Pie's shoulder this time. And Zedek will look Pie in his soulless, glowing eyes. Pie, you'd know better than I do that legends never die.
Get off the stream.
What? What are you talking? Angry eyebrows? What the hell does that mean?
We cut back to Lorn, who is
war mode
who is
activated.
actually doing real investigation. Like has like the blood splatter lines all clearly set up.
I love this party.
Pain and agony.
So Reeb,
Yeah, I had some things I wanted to propose while I was over here in this fucking crime scene while these three are taking turns vomiting and talking about replacing limbs with cybernetic enhancements.
Hey, I have the monopoly on vomiting here. He doesn't even have a stomach.
I can't even vomit. It's really
Yeah,
sad.
inferior.
Superior.
right, Reeb, tell me of your desires.
So the gun is basically of no consequence because I imagine that's just a holding weapon. That's not important to whatever's happening here. So the weapon that killed this woman was obviously an edged weapon, yeah?
Yes. In fact, if you want to give me a Medicaid check, you could probably get a better sense.
All right, I will give you exactly that.
Looking for a 5 here.
All right. I'll give you a 7 and a glory.
7 and a glory. Heck yeah. That is enough for you to recognize that the weapon utilized here was some kind of power weapon.
Oh, fancy.
Some kind of like the way that the cut on the throat is, it's not like a slice around, it's like a slice through, and it didn't stop at the bone.
Okay. So she's almost basically decapitated.
Yeah, like it was basically like whoever used this was very precise. They made it look like a throat slit, but this person had a power weapon and just knew not to decapitate.
Okay. So are there any... So naturally the power field wouldn't have had any blood dripping off because that doesn't make sense. What else is around this? Is there anything else in here? Like you said there's 3 rooms. There's like a living room, a washroom, and then a what?
A bedroom.
A bedroom. Can I inspect the bedroom and see if I can find anything of note? Because this person was taken out quietly, obviously probably be like, yeah, we need to kill this person quietly because they're with the government.
Yeah.
But also maybe there's something in there that maybe
So,
they
so I'll
ransacked.
summarize from your prior investigation check just what you would know. So the other room appears like the person had come home. So the bed was made. They hadn't gone to sleep yet. It was very clear they were in the living space. There is a book that has been sort of discarded, not like it was thrown or something, but more like it was put down on a set of pages. That makes you sort of lead to, something must have caught their attention if they were already standing. Then you look at the door again, and what you notice on the door that is interesting, because when you came here, there was just sort of the tape over the door. The door's lock mechanism looks to have been punctured by something with likely a power field.
So they powered their way in and then powered their way through her.
Through the person, exactly.
Okay, so that's very simple and fast. This book thing that's upside down, is there anything in particular note?
Yeah, so as you pick it up, you can see that it is a document that is discussing different chemical compositions.
To what end, and should I medicate for that?
The chemical. You could give me a second Medicaid check for this.
I'll give you a 5.
Yes, a 5 is fine. It looks to be like various different chemical compounds that can be placed into water systems.
Hers?
Like the idea of like, oh, if you add this into water, this is the short-term, long-term effects. It appears to be a lot of documentation on that, which is similar to a lot of the other documentation in this area.
So this is for water pollution then.
Yes. And like you have the sort of data slate. You're referring to this. The government official who was slain here was one of the senior adepts of the Semper Aqua, the name of the hive city you're in, of the Semper Aqua water treatment facilities.
Okay.
So mid-level, like overall government wise, but like a person who was high up in the like water treatment facility.
I want to look for something specific around here, actually.
Okay.
Can I find any inkling, possibly from this person, like maybe if there's like a cogitator or a data slate or something, that's like possibly talking about working with people, or if this information was stolen from her? It's like, because I got a feeling that maybe the reason that she is lying dead on the floor is not simply because she is an administrator of some kind, but because maybe she threatened to blab, or they need to keep someone quiet with regards to research.
So as you start looking, what you don't find anything like specific, like a single data pad, but what you find is a stack section in the living space that is clearly records, where several of them have been taken out, like old records up to current. Probably for the last year, like reports on water filtration and water levels within the hive.
Can I perform a scholar to try and fill in the blanks with the remaining information?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, can I pull some glory for this? I can't imagine the number's terribly high, but I also have a 9. So
I would say that you'd probably like you'll want to get at least to get anything useful out of this and in a good amount of time, you'll want to probably hit a 7 for this. This is going to be a lot of like very slow, methodical. So you probably want to pull a lot of glory if you can.
Fellas, can I take 3 glory to give me a 12?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't look like it rolled them, so that's annoying.
Yeah, you can toss them in.
So let's see.
Would you like to re-roll?
So that's adds 1 extra.
Okay.
So
You re-roll the glory too, I believe. So you do re-roll, then roll 2 more.
I will use my last wrath, unless I got a new one, which I don't think I did. So I will use my last wrath to re-roll, and we have 8.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you can roll the other
and then
2 there.
you can actually roll the other 2 too.
Oh yeah, I should.
Because that could matter if you get a 6 on it. Which
Yeah,
you
there you
do.
go.
So you can shift and exalt, which gets you speedily through this. It looks like your suspicions are correct in that someone like came in here with purpose. That wasn't just, oh, I'm going to kill a government official. They took this information, and this information, like looking at the older ones in the list, you very much get the sense that the information that's missing would be about the current status of the water treatment plant, including some like minor security information, but more importantly, like the status of what chemical compositions are in the water, which they keep an eye on, like to make sure that global pollutants aren't overtaking the water and would kill the hive citizens.
Do I notice anything in particular that may have been missed? So it was like, obviously, like the ones that were taken obviously showed like severe abnormalities. I want to see if like maybe there's something that's a little bit out of line. Like, oh, this report, it was fine. There's like a little bit of like something here. Like it was just a little bit of meth in the water.
It looks like the information you're seeing is now several years old because after about 3 years ago, that's what they took. They took like the last 3 years of data, but it looks pretty normal. Like there's a couple weeks in the solar cycle here where the levels get a bit too high for pollutants, but they just sort of send that batch down to the lower hive, and then sort of you get the lower, mid, upper hive ratios that are each very well controlled.
So if I collate this together with the personal diaries and other sort of lady left behind, do I have enough of something to... Obviously, anything I bring back to Amal is going to be like really nice for her because she's like, oh, you bet. But in this case, if I were to bring this back, would this be enough to possibly go off of? Because I'd say it looks pretty damning for one reason, and I would probably want to go to the water treatment plant to check.
It looks concerning.
Yeah, so I think I will do that. I will grab together everything that I can use to collate an actual, statement, which is just, hey, based on what I can find, this is what's up. And also this person was likely not silenced simply for silencing purposes, but because, well, they knew something.
Absolutely.
So, okay. Also, yeah, Pi disappeared. Is he away?
Just have, yeah.
I'm
Oh no, what's wrong? I guess the activator is weird. Keep going.
High mystery.
Yeah, that's about it, though.
Cool. All right. So with that, you finish up. I will assume that you were all smart enough to have a meeting time back at the Arvis later, which you return to, and yeah, you kind of have like the meeting in the back of the lighter where you can discuss your findings and where you wish to go from here.
Well, I guess now would be a good time for you guys to explain why there was a guy who was hobbling around with 1 foot.
Welcome back, Reeb. We have discovered very little. But we know they are behind the graffiti.
Who's behind the graffiti?
The evil cults, guys, they come out and they crawl out everywhere, and they do it every night. We were
Really
going
now?
to set a clever trap. We were going to go over all of the graffiti and very fun art.
They don't just come out at night. They come out of the sewers too. They said I talked to one of the underhive scum, and they had mentioned beautiful women come out in and out of these sewers at specific times and follow routes. He took some time to actually lay out the routes they took. We might be able to even track them back to where they're coming from, or even their hideout.
Pardon me, Zedek. You mentioned they come out of the sewer?
Yes, they're using the sewers to move around in secret.
Well, based on what I've found, that is a very interesting bit of statement, because I've found some information that indicates the sewers may be more than just movement for them.
You mean to say they live down there, too?
That would be my summarization, and then I will, I'll just summarize the information that I found, which could indicate that they're trying to cover up something in regards to the water treatment and, of course, the contents of the water that is being treated here at the Hive City, which could indicate that something's in the water that they're putting there that's not so nice.
That would kind of play into the whole cleansing flood being coming.
Then they must be somewhere underground dealing with water. Technology, thank the Omnis. I can do something with that shit.
The problem is we are not certain what material specifically has been omitted from the records. I imagine there's a more hard copy version available with Prefect Amalda. I'll see if I can get a record from her to see if we can find out what the exact information was.
Yes, very good. And we can also possibly use her expertise of the planet to narrow down where they might be hiding out at.
Good idea. Lorn, have you figured anything out with your particular set of skills? Or did you spend the whole time assisting Pi and brutalizing someone?
Yes.
Very good.
Way to go, Stinky and the Brain.
Stinky and the Brain.
All
One
right,
is
so
mechanical, the other is insane.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, so are you guys going back to Prefect Amalda? Was that the...
Yes.
Yeah, I want to find see if there's a digital record or like just another record of like the information that I'm looking for, because it wouldn't make sense why there's only one record of it.
Sure, you come back to Prefectum Amalta's structure, which, as you know, is only like 20 or so minute walk away from the Arvis. You make your way again, seeing all of the graffiti. You can tell the sort of ramshackle home for Clemens seems to have been abandoned. He's nowhere to be found. You make your way towards the nondescript building that's located amongst a slew of other buildings. You come up, the steel door is closed, and there's like a single viewport that has also been closed as well.
So we're gonna do our usual thing and do our knock as we did last time, which resulted in her giddily running up to the door last time.
Well, what if instead I did this? I'm going to open the door.
For fuck's sake.
It is locked.
I'll pick the lock.
I knock on the door.
We can just knock on the door. We don't have to be
I
criminals.
pick the lock! Check.
I use
sure.
Pie's brain and knock on the door.
You do that thing where you like pull out a paper clip and then get the paper clip stuck in the door, and then like Reeb has already knocked, so then Amalta comes. It's like, oh, just one there. Oh, it seems to be stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I wonder who
told
did
you
that.
This was suspicious. She's not. She's lying.
I cast Phantom Grip to get the paper clip out.
And this is what calls the bloodthirster, everyone.
We'll
The
find out.
bloodthirster opens the door.
You don't need to cast Phantom Grip. You can just
Yes,
use
I
your
do.
hands.
I complicated. Let's do it. I'll get it out. Scorpion hates being used.
Well, Thurston?
What was that? What was that, Earndil?
Well, Thurston, what's it gonna be with the two and a complication effect?
Let's find out what will be the most appropriate thing for the. I'm going to remove a paperclip because
I am currently on page of my physical rulebook that came in. 264, looking at demonic possession, which is below the powers of the warp. So I'm ready to go.
Wow. Okay, you know what? Fine. For this one, yeah, you're right. Let's use a random one, because why not? Just roll me a percentile. 2d6. 2d6, Lorn.
Okay, 2d6 and
See what we get.
rolling dice. I got a 34, and that is
The watching.
yep, the watching.
An overwhelming paranoia of something watching creeps over you and everyone within 20 meters. Lesser creatures and animals cower in fear, while all sentient creatures must give me a difficulty 4 willpower test or suffer an uncontrollable compunction to second guess all their actions.
I'm claiming 2 glory because I only have 3.
Please, all of you give me your willpower test, as all of you see just from the shadows around you. Oh, I hate
you all.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab one glory.
Hey, I got a glory
Jeez.
and a 6.
Awesome, going to grab one.
Hey,
I fail and complicate. Thanks a heap.
Anytime.
I didn't do it. The warp did.
3.
So I will describe the scene for everyone now to detail what happens. So as you reach into the immaterium to grab the small paper clip that has been jammed in the door of little consequence, you reach, but as you pull the paper clip out, but at the same point you feel like you're unlocking something else on a different plane of existence, possibly even in your own mind. And as you do so, Lorn, this small piece of metal comes out, and then you hear the door open and Amalta's there. Ha! And all of you freeze as all around you in the crevices, the corners, the shadowed areas, you all see those eyes. The same eyes Lorn saw, but now they're visible to all of you. These beady orange-red eyes, pairs of them staring from every point, looking into each of you. Their gaze puncturing your souls. Braine and Lorn, you seem to have steeled yourself slightly, but Captain Zedek and Reeb, you are most assuredly terrified of what lurks in those. And as the vision of these eyes recedes, you just hear a simple
Good.
Carry on.
Hey, Lorn, you gotta stop doing that.
Now you see what I see.
Yeah, you're going like insane or something. It's scary.
We need to discuss.
What do you mean
The
by
ability-
going?
We need to discuss if you are truly a sanctioned psyker at some point.
You understand? It happens to all of us. You know, look, it's very embarrassing. Please don't bring it up.
Well, I mean, I don't want to, but you keep like bringing it up.
I'm an old man. I don't mean the peril all the time.
Well, how old are you anyway?
Moving on.
I would say
I could answer that. According to his file, he's and I'm.
Amanda, we need info on the water.
Oh, the water.
In now. Go.
Come in.
I push everyone through because I don't want to be out here anymore.
Yeah, she closes the door behind her.
We're just standing out here debating Lauren's age. I'm like, go!
I thought Lorn melting into other things like putty was the scariest thing I've ever seen, but that was definitely the scariest thing I've ever seen.
It wasn't that scary. I've seen scarier.
Perfect! Reeb is kind of like puffing up his cheeks, very earnestly trying to forget what is outside the door at the moment. We have need of some information filling in, if you don't mind.
What can I help you with?
To the table, if you don't mind. I will begin removing all the documents from my pack and start going over them with her, and also I'm just laying out like if she has like a record of the stuff that's missing.
Yeah. So she sort of like pulls out the like her data slate set. Oh, you're looking for something on the water treatment plant. Okay, I have the records up to the last 2 months ago. Here they are, and she like pulls out the data slate and.
I'm gonna compare them to what we have real quick. Do I need to do a scholar for that?
No, you can see like she just has up-to-date records because these were the ones that would have been submitted. What you probably saw that were missing were hard copies on site, so someone wanted those hard copies.
Okay, so what were the big discrepancies? What were the big ones that clearly had someone getting them for attention's purpose, you know?
As you're sort of looking at them, you're not able to see any discrepancies, so much as just like the standard information, some notes on security details, some notes on the current composition of the water supply and what the sort of elements are currently, how much pollutants, other substances that could have an impact on the population. Right now, they seem to be in a really good state.
So there's absolutely nothing that is out of the ordinary with regards to the water supply. There's been no increases in any sort of particular thing.
No, nothing that's jumping out as a pattern or anything like.
So really, they probably stole them so they could learn guard movements, because apparently those are also kept in these for some reason.
More just like the sort of like security detachment. Like they don't have like an Astra Militarum platoon. They have some like on site guard folk who just watch the their facilities to make sure gangers don't come in or the like.
How recent were these documents, this information obtained?
The last report was filed 3 months ago.
3 months ago. And how recently have the Eyes of the Emperor tier cult weirder people been causing problems?
It's steadily increased for about 2 months now.
Well, in that case, these might not be accurate readings.
Are you suggesting they could be doing something with the water supply here?
Yes, and perhaps in the last 3 months. Yeah, we have a reason to believe, based on Reeb's conjecture and evidence, that these individuals are hiding out in the sewer. And more than that, they live there too. They might have some sort of strange plan to either poison the water supply or otherwise cause an enormous flood, which, while it would make this whole place a bit more homey, I admit, would probably be bad overall.
And with that, like, Amalda pauses. The sewers. Oh. The sewer system obviously connects to our treatment plants. but no one would be able to go through there. I mean, there's grating in place. You'd need to have industrial tools to cut through that.
My dear, I have the distinct feeling that, as with most things we've encountered on our journeys out here, that what we are about to encounter is very decidedly not human.
And even if it were, this is a lower-level revolt. Who has industrial tools if not the workers?
Then they must be accessing it through the sewers, because if you can see in report subsection 5, this point here, and she holds up a data slate, this security patrol reported no disturbances. This one reported no disturbance, and she's like, clearly the security reports have been much more consistent.
Isn't that in of itself concerning? Any change in consistency, whether it's more consistent or less consistent, is clearly a cause for concern, especially when, well, you know, there haven't been many changes.
What I'm saying is, I suppose they could be getting in through the sewers, because I don't think the security detail, and she kind of checks those entrances.
That or they might be in league with them. I would vote that we check it out.
Well, yeah, no, she said that supports our conclusion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well then, it seems as though the evidence points towards our point of view. I suggest we make a plan to infiltrate through the largest and most important of these water facilities and, deal with this business as quickly and cleanly as possible to gain more information about this. Our overall objective is to kill the cult or to stop them from doing something. I admit I've lost the plot a little.
Oh,
Well,
You're on the right track.
You simply must identify them, ensure that they are active, and then once you do that, I can have the Astra Militarum come in and handle them, and you can be on your way to find the Carillon.
Very good.
But in order to find out where they're going, you need to at least have a sewer entry point that they're using.
May we have a local schematic of the sewer entry points?
I can provide that to you, but you'd have to know specifically one of the sewer entry points that they're using.
Yes, and that's where the graffiti plan comes into play.
Yes.
I happen to have a map of where they go in and out and when they go in and out, right?
Oh, okay, I guess you can use that.
That's boring.
I assume that as you were saying the graffiti plan, you pull up your cheese grater abomination machine excitedly, and then just start lowering it.
While the map will be helpful, it will be more helpful in tandem with actual tangible evidence, and I would rather not quash the hard work that Pi and Lorn have clearly put towards whatever plan they're about to do.
No, it's okay. We mostly just beat up some people in a bar.
My point still
sorry.
stands.
I'm sorry,
still
you'll
be
get to
done.
use your torture implement later, I'm sure.
Maybe. It's not even that good.
I'm sure it's good, Pi. I'm sure it's a perfectly good weapon of cruelty.
Hi,
Only
Braine.
you are capable of such
Hi, Braine.
cruelty.
Press the button on the weapon.
I press the button.
It plays sad music.
Is that all it does?
Oh, it
I
also
feel-
plays others, but it's appropriate to the scenario.
I feel bad, but also understood.
Yeah.
Well, if that is all we have to discuss, I believe we should probably get a move on, shall we? The sooner we get this done, the better.
That sounds great. I'm going to throw it over my shoulder. Let's get moving and grooving.
As
Perfect.
they're heading out, Reba's going to pause for a moment as though something occurs to him. He walks back over to Prefect Amalda. By the way, once again, can't help but extol this since you've been extraordinarily helpful and very, very pleasant. Here. I pass her the gun that I took and just pass it. I'm gripping the barrel as I pass it to her.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, just something I came across in the quarters of the murdered individual.
I don't need this. I'm a pacifist. I don't use guns.
You're a pacifist, you what?
What's that word?
I've never heard of that.
I just don't believe in weapons.
Well, they're real, look.
That's notably nondescript. I'm not going to press further into that right now.
Whatever you elect to do with it, just find a use for it, since we have none.
Oh, okay. Sure, thank you. And she takes it and immediately like puts it into a box that she has nearby.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Perfect.
All right, and with that, you're going to make your way towards the sewer system. How about we take our break here, folks?
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay.
Let's a little break here. Thanks everyone for joining us. We will be right back. Hey guys, as we take a break, we wanted to say thank you so far for supporting the show, and we wanted to plug our Patreon. Feel free to skip over a little bit if you're not interested in this, but we really want to say thank you to people who support the show on Patreon. Without your support, a lot of the stuff for WarHams, even the show itself, would be really hard to manage or even not even happen. So thank you so much to those who visit us on Patreon and support us there. Also, if you're interested, we're still doing the WarHams Fantasy Test episodes, which will be Patreon exclusive. So if you are part of WarHams on the $5 tier and higher, you will get the episodes that we're doing of WarHams Fantasy, which is the test sessions of the chat-made Twitch characters that you all helped us generate. And some of us might keep it for the full show coming sometime in April. So thank you all so much for your time and enjoy the show. So what is under Pie Braine's hood?
Oh yes. Well, that is a
Crud.
It's the FRUD. It's the missing Xenos codexes that have never been released. It's the Kroot codex. It's the FRUD codex.
I fucking knew it.
It's your wildest dreams. Yet be cautious, because you remember what happened to the man in the story about the man who got everything he ever wanted.
The legendary FRUD. The
He
funny
lived
word.
happily ever after.
Funny word.
Funny word. Where are the struts?
Where are the struts?
Well, we are back. Where are we now, Mr. Thurston? I think we are transitioning off.
You have made your way towards the sewers in an attempt to follow up on this mysterious cult that has been executing government officials on this world. And as you have reached the sewer entrance that Captain Zedek provided from totally reputable sources, you find a sewer grate, roughly 4 meters wide, that has been cast aside as though pulled open by some strong force. Liquid seeps out, but you can crawl in, eventually entering into the larger sewer system. You see that there are stone walkways here across a roughly 2 meter wide drop where like sewage and sludge goes. You can tell that you can walk across this in like groups of 2, or you can walk in a straight line. What would you prefer as you enter here?
Group of 2 would probably be smarter.
Yeah, group
Yeah.
of 2.
Okay.
Group of 2.
So like Zedek and Lorn and Pi and Reeb, for example,
Yeah.
or
Pi
Yeah,
should
that's-
probably be in the front group.
Yeah, on the back.
yeah, I assume Zedek will be in the front. All right, perfect. That matches my map setup because it's almost like I understand you people. All right, so you have.
It just works.
Okay, hopefully you can all see this over here.
Yeah.
All of you.
Try to avoid doing the move map thing.
Sorry. But yes, you can see it there as you have arrived in the sewer system. You've trekked along for quite a bit of time, and then you have made your way into what appears to be a larger expanse. Each of you has like a small lumen that is lighting your way, but you can see that you must advance further. The water is sort of lapping here. It has this awful smell, and you've been tracking your way through here.
Like a sewer.
The sewer.
Into
The
the sewer,
swears.
into the sewer.
The swears tunnel.
Grandmother's house we go.
So, what is everyone doing as you are carrying on this way?
You remember your flashlight, Zedek?
I always come prepared. I turn a dial on the arc pistol and it glows slightly brighter.
All right.
Well then, I suppose all we do is wait and watch. Yeah, I guess I'm just scanning for any signs of movement and any more particularly I am looking for any oddities in the architecture that might suggest hidden passageways or murder holes or anything like that.
Okay. What kind of skill check would you like?
Just tech, just kind of like, passively looking as I walk.
Sure.
9.
9.
Where is Lori?
You do not gain a glory from this because there's absolutely nothing to
Oh.
be found here with a tech check. You are looking, but you're using tech and you can tell that this is not a technological area. As you were walking around, you could see that this is incredibly old architecture that looks like it was bolted on from some prior era to even make the sewer system here work.
Oh well, no. I mean, that's what I'm like. I'm looking for like evidence that like I'm not looking for like high tech electronics or anything. I'm looking for like evidence of like hidden passageways.
Oh, okay. So then that would be more of an awareness test.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like tech would be you are actively looking for something technological
Oh,
and
okay,
its
yeah.
uses, for example. Awareness
sure.
is more like a generic perception.
All right. I'm not gonna spend any glory on this. I don't think I'm gonna find anything. One success.
Yeah, you are like more in awe of the sort of old style architecture here. There's nothing of the blessings of the Omnissiah anywhere in this place.
All right, and I guess we're just moving right along.
Yeah, feel free to move up if you want by. Captain Zedek, is it a similar thing for you?
Yeah, still gonna be looking on my side of the sewer, looking to see if there's any cubbies or bones or anything
Cool,
trailing off.
you can move yourself up.
Okay. I would like to shout across the way to Reeb. Hey, Reeb, remember what I said earlier about Prefect Amalda?
What about her?
She could be a very fine addition to the ship.
Captain, I hate to break it to you, but once again, we don't need to abduct everyone we come across. And again,
It is
Yeah.
not. It's not abduction. It's look in Zedek on chapter 3. I make specific mention of making a good first impression, and you can't make good first impressions if you don't impress the best people into your crew.
Nodding along.
Reeb is going to ruminate on that for a moment. Like, not actually, but he's going to think, like, of a good way to rebut that in a moment.
Okay. As you're having this exchange, Braine, you step up, and as you carry on a bit further, you notice immediately to your left that there is a massive hole in the wall, which opens up to a cave complex of sorts. The cave sort of carries on down before it reconnects into the sewers, and at the center of the cave, there appears to be this strange body of water that sits in the center, kind of like a tiny pond in the middle of this cave. The architecture here, though, is exceptionally strange. It looks natural, but you can tell there's something off about the wall and its jaggedness.
Reeb, I have discovered a hidden alcove. I will get to a point of domination and investigate this water for me.
You'll get a point of what?
A point of domination. That's what you do when you clear a room. You go and you make sure you have... Just look at the water!
All right, fine. I approach through the hole with him. I look.
Go ahead.
I look around the kind of little hole in here. Can I get a read on what the fuck this room is? This looks like a cave.
Yeah. What kind of skill would you like to give me for this?
Shit, dude. I don't know. Investigation.
Yeah, give me. Actually, investigation's a great one, just to sort of suss out the area here.
Sus.
So
I give you 3 and a complication.
Perfect. 3 doesn't tell you much. It looks like a cavern. It looks oddly out of place. The complication is that you see something ripple in the water. And there's something under the surface of the water that immediately gets your attention.
I would like to, if I may interrupt, I would like to cast Shape Flesh while heading my way over to them. I assume there's no way to cross.
You'd have to trudge through the muck there, yeah.
Can I not go out the exit and then come back in?
If you want to, yeah, you could spend some
Yeah,
time
yeah.
going around.
Yeah, I'll be spending time going around, but I'm casting Sheep Flesh to basically adjust my eyes, and I actually fail, so I'm going to spend a Wrath point. And now I definitely succeed. And basically, I'm changing my eyes to basically have the same abilities of Prey Sense goggles. which basically the thermal sensitive technology that basically it's like heat in its signatures. I have thermal basically.
Oh, okay, cool.
Ooh.
So as far as I can actually see, I believe, or basically just through darkness, whatever, I just see thermals. And
Are
I'm
you
like-
doing this before you leave or as you come back?
I'm doing this during because I can sustain it pretty well.
Okay. Okay. So you start turning, you turn this on, you don't see anything.
Yeah, but I'm not at them yet, so.
Yeah, but you will come back as sort of Reeb and Braine are exploring this little adjacent cavern. Captain Zedek, what are you doing as you kind of see that Lorn has walked away to the entrance to come back, not deigning to step into the shit water here? What are you doing?
I suppose he's going to do the same because he's not going to meander about on the opposite side of the cavern and then get dragged away to, I don't know, whoever lives in the sewers, the mutant turtle people.
Okay, so as you come back, Lorn, you detect a heat signature, and in fact, I'm going to increase your vision for the shade flesh, essentially doubling your vision.
Yeah.
Here. Oop. You noticed as you were coming back underneath there's like low-level heat signatures from various things, but you noticed two large heat signatures. Oh, sorry, here. And here.
Can I identify what it is, or?
It just seems to be like a large mass of heat.
Actually, would you permit me to do an awareness test to see if I can detail it better?
Yeah, if you want to like kind of send focus on it.
I got a 1.
It is
So
a
that's-
blob. It is a
It's a
blob
blob.
of heat.
I inform my teammates, so I'm detecting a large source of heat underneath the water there. Something
As you say this like echoes across the corner to Reeb, who's just noticed the ripple in the water in front of him.
Ah, buggering hell. I'm going to try to sling off my flamethrower.
Okay, and as you sling off your flamethrower, that's when you see in the water something move, and then you see from underneath the sort of cleaner water in the cavern red eyes as cresting from the surface of the water is this immense reptilian creature with spiked back red eyes, a long snout-like mouth as it kind of comes out biting. All right, Ken.
Croikey!
I will get. We will be in combat now, and I will ask which of you wants to go first.
Can I go first so I can try to like put some distance between me and this melee enemy that I'm not prepared to fight?
Sounds like a
I'm
good
good with that.
idea.
That's fine. No, I want to go first.
I'll you go first, and then I'll spend a glory to go after you, so I can get a hit in before this thing like pounces on any of us.
Works for me. So let me see. My speed is 6, so I'm going to fall back 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I'm going to push to the edge here, and I'm going to shoot
Yeah.
with my flamed flamer. So let me fire that off. Nothing to really go off of. It's like bright enough I can see, no penalties.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I roll. I get a 4.
A 4 will hit this creature. So roll me damage.
All right. That's a 10.
Okay. You can tell that your weapon washes over it in flame, and you've slightly wounded it.
Brilliant.
You have flames on it, but you can tell like it's sort of crested out of the water, so it's easily able to sort of duck down to remove the flames on it. But okay. All right. So that's your go, Reeb.
I am going to spend a glory.
Sweet. I will spend a rune point. Please mark me down.
Sure.
well.
What does that do?
It lets me seize before you go.
I mean, can I counter seize?
Nope.
Cool.
As like Pie Braine, you're tactically ready to jump on this thing, and it like takes a moment to submerge down and then just comes out leaping like some, I don't know, giant sharktopus movie. It flies out of the water, turning mid-air, like kind of going almost like a 90-degree turn as it comes to bite you while it is flying out of the water towards you.
You will try.
Crocodile.
It has the high ground. And I roll a 6, but I complicate.
Yes, you do. You
Crocodile.
But I believe that hits you, correct?
Yes, very barely, but yes.
Cool.
Yeah, just be aware that your next roll thing is a actual complication.
That isn't a complication.
Yeah. Just to clarify for folks.
Yeah. Because we have one. All right. It seems like this thing, it's coming out, and essentially fate has intervened here. And I have to choose. The RNG gods have impacted me.
I'm sorry.
For my complication.
I actually need to ask you something real quick.
Yes.
Does it need to equal or surpass?
Equal.
Okay, yeah, then it exactly equals me.
Okay. This is a thing that has been a Patreon one that was submitted for a complication. I may re-roll my current roll, but if I do, I will fail my next test, or I can choose not to re-roll and I will fail the current test, as the RNG gods watch me. So I will choose to entirely re-roll this test and pray that I still hit you, though I am doubting I will, but hey.
How intriguing.
I will miss. So the RNG gods, thank you, Variac, for that. The RNG gods slightly alter this immense reptilian creature's trajectory, and its snapping jaw comes just close to you, but in the end, it fails to hit you, Pybre.
And
then
I
you
will
may go.
counterattack.
Yes, you may.
Yes. So, let's get the damage rolling. I have no reason not to get my free counterattack in, because I'm going to go immediately afterwards and what have you. So let's roll my Lemurian Power Sword for 4 successes.
You do have 2 wrath still.
I do have 2 wrath. You know what? I want Big Damn Damn.
Okay, that'll hit.
Let's re-roll anyway to get Big Damn Damn.
Okay.
9 successes this time.
That allows you to shift 1 because you only have 1 exalt.
Well, no, I have 5 normal and I have 2.
So you have 2. You can shift 2. Sorry.
Yeah. Come on, Thurston.
I did. No, the way it displays it, I wasn't looking at the side thing.
No, I totally understand it. It did look kind of weird. It has been some time since I've used my power sword, my Lemurian power sword, and I will now relish in the moment as I come down upon it. Which I rolled to hit again. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to roll damage. My apologies.
Roll damage.
Let's roll damage. Let's roll the damage. All right, for 16 AP3.
Very, very nice. So -3. Yeah, you just slice this thing. Its head comes tumbling off as it dies a terrible, terrible death in front of you.
All right, and I'm going to immediately afterwards.
It is now your regular turn. Yes.
Yes, I cannot move because I counterattacked. So what I will do instead is I am just going to stay alert. I'm going to echo that outwards. Let me see. Do I have any view on anything?
Nope.
No.
Because the only one who's seen these two has been Lorn.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. In that case, I am just going to keep barbarically breaking this crotolid, since I don't have anything I can really do on my turn.
Yeah, I did communicate that there's 2 hidden signatures, so
Yeah, but it's not like he sees what you.
Yeah, I don't see them, and I don't have line of sight anything that can't move.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, cool. So that would be your turn. That was your seize. So now it goes to a regular player action. So Lorn or Zedek?
Zedek, I vote for you to go, and I will be instructing you going, I see 2 heat signatures, like, I assume I do this free, is a kind of thing for
Yeah, absolutely.
There's 2 heat signatures there. I don't know if you want to blast the water with your arc pistol.
Zedek?
Zedek, are you muted? Yeah, he is muted.
Ah, I thought I unmuted myself.
Dun dun dun.
With pleasure, Lorn, and Zedek will draw his arc pistol and fire into where he's pointing.
Yeah, give me an attack. It'll
Yeah,
get a
totally.
slight bonus to its defense because it is, submerged. But...
Yes. Can I make this a an aimed shot?
No,
I'm not
because
gonna
you can't see.
You're
its body.
right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
you can.
I'm like
could
pointing at it.
You could aim, which I will let you basically ignore the penalties, but you can't cold shot because you can't see anything.
I went to correct myself. I can't. There's nothing to call. I can shoot the water. Do I get a bonus for shooting the water?
I mean, it's an arc pistol. I might give you something.
I expect nothing and nor want anything.
Wow.
Let's do it. 6. And
a crit.
crit. Ooh. The sewer is inflamed.
You shoot an electrical blast into the sludge water here. You hit this thing, and you will crit it. So roll me 2d6. We'll see what crit you get on this thing.
Sure. Here you go. A 26.
26, which is a ferocious rending.
Ooh.
The attack shreds the opponent's flesh to ribbons, probably like from arcing electricity here. Whoa. What was the? Oh yeah, okay. Plus 3. What was the +3 from?
I don't know. I don't have.
Okay.
Oh no, I know why. I somehow put an extra damage dice on.
I see. So don't do that. Take
My
that
puppet.
off.
It's just a 14.
Okay. Which still hits it and does a fair amount of damage to this thing. You can tell that it thrashes about angrily, and then you also rend it. So give me 1d3, please, for number of wounds, and then you can spend glory to deal extra wounds, mortal wounds, if you want.
Sure.
Or sorry, wounds, right?
3.
So it will take 3 wounds unless you want to spend glory. You do not know how many wounds this thing has.
That is true. Can I spend 2 glory to mega hurt this croc?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, do
Okay.
it up.
Here we go.
I think
Okay.
it just
Nice.
does damage. You don't
Yeah,
have to roll it.
it just does.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh my
So,
god,
total
that's
5,
19 on that thing.
No, it's lower, but yeah. Okay, I'm rolling determination, so he lowers that. Cool. Okay, cool.
Did you spend 2 or 3
2.
for that? I'm sorry, my bad.
Cool. So your shot causes this immense reptilian creature to surface up. Its back is blistering and popping from these electrical arc explosions that cause its spines to go flying off. It lets out this horrific roar as it then rises up and its mouth goes wide and its eyes stare towards you. It seems determined. Please mark me down a rune point as I roll determination for it. What? But it is still alive.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Puffy.
And I believe that is your go, correct, Zedek?
Correct.
Zedek
All right.
can do his job.
I will go. This one now goes. And it comes barreling down the sewer waterway, pushing its water aside. It continues to let out its horrific roaring sounds as it closes with you. You can tell that it is wounded. It has suffered some kind of
quick thing.
hindering effect here.
Chad's making a good point, saying your
What?
last determination thing should have failed,
What?
if that's a thing, due to the complication that you did before.
Well, that was for the other Codalid who was dead.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
To clarify for them, because they're going to spam it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt the
oh.
flow for this.
Oh no. The rune point I spent was to roll a determination check on the second Crotalid.
There you go. It's now clear for them.
Yeah. So this thing has like rushed forward. It is come out. You can see that it's wounded from your attacks. In fact, it still has the hindered condition from your critical here. It comes up. Your defense is actually going to be 2 higher as it comes out and tries to bite at you with its jaws, Zedek.
I would also, before you roll, like to sidestep and
Oh yeah.
just scream at it, "Come on, sewer boy!"
Sewer boy.
Sewer.
Let's see. Oh, Schnapple.
Unfortunately, that's a complication, Thurston.
Complicate, yes, because chat loves me so much, and I think I just missed too. Yeah, because what would your defense be with the sidestep and everything?
With sidestep, it would be 6.
Okay. Excellent. So yeah, I miss you terribly because your defense effectively would be 8 against this thing because it's wounded and hindered. So it comes bursting out of the water, attempting to bite you, and instead what happens is it comes out, it's so wounded, the complication is the lower part of its jaw catches on the side of the stoneway you're on and sort of pulls its mouth open under its own force. So you've just kind of got this wall of teeth staring at you.
That's embarrassing.
And it's just like, that's its go. I believe that leaves us with a Lorn, correct?
Yeah, so the picture is that this thing has its mouth caught open and it's just trying to okay.
Yeah.
I basically raise a hand and just boop, molten beam just straight into it. The issue though is, thanks to chat, this is going to complicate.
Ooh,
awesome.
Perfect.
So let me cast the beam of molten, and that is an 8.
You will hit it.
And of course, the damage ruining of 18 damage, which is just base.
You're going to just pop its head up with this. However, we have our little psychic complications here.
Yes.
Yes. I am going to. Yeah. You know what? We're gonna just use the perils of the warp. So roll me 2d6 here.
Okay, 2d6 coming in.
Bam!
Oh, that is a 31.
31. That would be sinister chorus. A sinister chorus or low laughter swirls around you and all those in the vicinity. All sentient creatures within 25 meters must make a difficulty 3 willpower test, so that would be all 4 of you, or be hindered for 1 round. Hindered being the basically all the difficulties go up by 1. I also gain 1 rune point, so mark me.
How the fuck did I get that?
Damn!
I got a 6 and a glory. I rolled max.
Damn.
I rolled exact max.
I'll be taking a glory from the pool.
I will also be taking a glory.
I was like, God damn it! I can't believe after a willpower game, 6.
Oh wow!
Oh, awesome. Throw a d6 in there. For
The
good measure.
wonders of psychic
I
mastery.
got it. It's fine. It's a 5.
You're welcome.
It's a 5.
Captain Zedek, do you want to know what the complication is?
I really don't, but you're gonna tell me because
You
gotta
know what
tell
the
me.
complication is.
No, you motherfucker, not again.
You know exactly what the complication
No, don't do this to me.
Why is Zedek's life ghosting goblins?
No joy.
Rip pants! Rip pants!
Cause I
Fuck you. Fuck
ripped
you.
my pants.
Rip and tear, Zedek. Rip and tear.
You're so I want to set the scene too. This this creature came up to Zedek and then was so tired and beat and burned that it caught its lower jaw in the stone, and then it had its head exploded by a molten beam. And Zedek made even some comment about, sucks to be you. And then of course this chorus of voices catches him and he turns too fast and flexes, and then there is a ripping sound as Captain Zedek's pants tear.
Flex that causes his pants to rip.
He's just got a huge ass, bro.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Don't judge.
No.
They like 'em big. They like 'em chunky.
All right. I believe with that, it now comes back to me.
They've ripped and torn, and now it is done.
Yes. So
one of
those-
them begins moving.
Unfortunate.
It makes its way through the water, and this one doesn't leap out like the others. This one slinks, and its head comes up above the water line, and as it does so, its two eyes begin to stare at you, Lorn. And you see those eyes because you've seen them before. The red eyes. You've all seen them before, in fact. The eyes staring at you from just outside Prefect Amalda's. And these beady red eyes look at you, Lorn, as this thing emerges from the water. This time not impeded. This one entirely okay. And it comes up and begins snapping. Now, first of all, whenever one of these creatures sees an individual suffer a critical effect, I gain a rune. So please mark me up a rune for the prior critical effect that we suffered. Even if it was on them, it doesn't matter. And then this thing comes up and it is frenzied as it looks at you, its eyes wide, and it goes to bite you, Lorn.
And I got a 1. Fuck you, nerd.
Mark me down a rune point and I'll reroll that.
God damn it. Actually, that thing also complicates, by the way.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm still going to reroll so I can hit you.
Okay, marks you down.
Yep. Will 4 hit you?
Can I sidestep?
Do you have the sidestep talent?
No. Can I panic?
You can. You can panic.
You can
Can
also
I
cry.
my experience to get the sidestep talent?
Can I spend a wrath die to kind of step in between and attack it instead?
Can I second master to fucking not die?
Guys, we just need to let Lorn get eaten by a crocodile. It's the only way.
Take it out.
Well, look. We're not quite there. I mean, Lorn is doing okay. You know, he's got resilience. I mean, I'm sure this will be fine.
No, it won't. No, it won't. I know how you talk.
How much damage could these people possibly do?
20.
Yeah, like
Whatever. Can't be that bad.
no, I'm just gonna do 14.
AP 1.
14. AP 1. Yeah.
That's like
That's
5.
pretty.
I'm dead.
Well, remember,
I said it!
he said it again.
I'm fucking dead, man.
How much
Okay.
damage? All right, let's play the actual. Let's help Lorn do math. All
Oh,
right,
I
how
suck
much?
at math. Okay, so it's AP -1, so it's
So you have
5
six-
resilience.
So you have 5 resilience, so it goes
Okay.
down to 9 damage. So you have 7, so you do get to make a determination roll to reduce that.
I don't want to. Like,
Roll the
Roll the dice roller.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
Yeah. Why do you only have 2 determination, but
Because I'm a weak old man, dude.
weirdo?
I literally specialize as a glass cannon so you guys
Why
can
do you
shine,
keep
and I
trying
rely
to
on you.
I like how whoa, time out here. I specialize as a glass cannon so you can shine every combat. Molten beam.
That's all I
You are
have.
literally the shiniest motherfucker here. All right, we had a talk before this session because I played a GM power move during the pre-show and told all of our players that they should read the section on wounds, death, and dying, which I'm assuming none of them actually did. So I'm going to relate.
No,
what
I
happens. I know you didn't.
I
So
looked at the page.
you go to
I
0.
flipped to the page right now. I'm sorry. I'm now here.
Let's have a bit of credit here, though. You asked us that 2 minutes before we went live.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
It was
read.
30 minutes, you punk. Actually, it was more like an hour.
Time is
Screw you.
relative.
All right.
It's relative.
Mark yourself down to 0 wounds.
Here I go. I'm dead.
You then go prone.
I'm dead.
You are dying. You are not
Yeah.
dead.
I'm
yet.
prone, dead.
He's dead.
Roll me 1d6 as you receive from this crotolid a
Death roll.
memorable injury.
You
I got a
receive
4.
a death roll.
I got a 4.
An evil death roll.
Wait.
Your jaw is broken
Oh.
as it grabs onto you and rings you with such force that your jaw cracks.
Oh wait, no, Thurston. It bites his beard and yanks.
Oh gosh, yes, even better.
No, not my
Absolutely.
trademark.
It just bites your beard and holds on and starts swinging, knocking you onto the stone, which is why you're prone, and then dislocating your jaw. You are damn near hurt, and who knows what. But that's not all. I'm going to spend a rune point
Okay.
to activate its ability called Croikey, it bit me, which is whenever I successfully hit a target in melee, I can spend a rune point to restrain that target and basically hold it in place as it is now biting and holding onto your beard. And that is the Crotalids go. And
Terrific.
you can tell that this thing is just like staring into you, Lorn. It wants to feed on you for some reason, and you know that there's some connection to you from when you had your psychic vision from earlier.
Can I go
all right,
molten beam it in the
next-
fucking mouth?
Next combat round. Yeah, who would like to
Can I
go next?
suggest that maybe Zedek move into position and fight the bean?
Okay, here's the thing. This thing is going to get another move, right? Like, one of us is going to go. He has enough ruin to interrupt. So if this Crotalid has another turn, I think Lorn just dies. So we need to do the thing that's going to make it most likely we can one-hit kill this fuck.
Or heal Lorn?
Can we do a tag team attack?
Can I heal Lorn instead?
I
You
don't
only
know if
have
that would
one
matter.
glory.
Yeah, because I don't know if that would matter that much, because Lorn is not like that attack did like double his HP pool. That's like it did like somewhere close to like either 13 damage, 12 damage, whatever. Like I don't know if like the wounds you would heal would be enough to save him from like additional getting murdered.
Well, I will throw this out here. I was given back both of my wraths. I have one glory that I could use, which I would leave to you guys. But my Medicae is still really high.
Chat brings up a great point though. That the Crotalid did suffer a complication on that attack, I believe.
Yeah, you forgot that.
Yeah. So I will apply a combat complication to it, just a standard one to keep us going.
No random crits.
25. Oh, it's out of ammo.
Next.
Okay. It dropped an item. So I will consider that Lorn is an item, and Lorn is not restrained by it. He acquired an item, and then the complication is that he drops Lorn, because Lorn was one of his items.
Lorn is pawn in Game of Life.
Yes.
So it's up to you guys. Should either be me or it should be Reeb. If it's me, he'll focus his attention on me. I'm the person that's most likely to be able to take that hit. If it's Reeb, he can save Lorn from dying, but then if the Crotalid gets another Mongo round out, he might be able to do the same to one of you guys.
Just to throw this out here, speaker, because of unnatural Medicae, I can roll to move and medicate, and then can I shoot after that, or is that
Absolutely. You can stack in this game. You can stack as many actions as you want. It's just all of the difficulty for each of those actions go up.
Yeah. So healing him is basically like a foregone conclusion at this point.
Yeah, just the issue is just he would get a turn after that. Your flamethrower isn't going to one-hit kill him.
I have the last gun.
Yeah,
I can do that too.
we now have 4 glory thanks to chat, and the other alternatives that I go full on bound psycho because I assume I could still move and shit, right?
Oh, like you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you can do when you are dying is you can crawl, or you can take a combat action, which casting a psychic power would be a
Yeah.
combat action. action.
So I
So
was just
you
gonna
could
unbound,
do the
spend all glory.
Kamehameha. Yeah,
And literally blast this thing in its throat if we just want to rely on molten beam damage.
That's true, but if you complicate, you could like explode.
I mean,
Yes, he
that's a
could.
risk I'm willing to take.
At 0 HP.
all right.
I would not risk that.
All right. It sounds like Lorn is wanting to go first.
Okay,
here.
I mean, obviously, I don't want to discount my entire party's planning here, so you guys figure out if you want to do something first. But that is my like I don't know, bomb has been planted. Move.
I
I'll
think that's
survive, but still.
That is the riskiest move, but it's also very cool. So if you really want to do it, go for it. It's tactically
WarHams story.
All right, we'll do it.
If I
Now,
if I may suggest something, Zoran,
yes, sir.
if you want to hold him and just use crush on him, just kind of hold him
I
in
do have
place.
crush, don't I? Yeah, that would restrict him, wouldn't it?
I could hop right in there. I could give Reeb my arc pistol and just go full Crocodile Dundee on him, and just
Thank you,
go
Zedek.
at him with my
You
sword.
proposed a far better alternative because molten beam became such a fucking meme. All right, crush is a lot more knowledgeable. I want to spend 5 glory if that's okay for everybody.
And
to
you're
make
gonna
sure this
unbound
goes.
it.
Possibly not, because I don't need to. No, I'm just gonna do crush with a bunch of glory.
You say that.
Please don't explode, Lord.
Yeah,
I
I
like
don't
Gonna
need
need
to.
those
I like
extra
it.
3.
Okay, so
Crush.
bonus dice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me pound it here. 1, 2, 5. Okay, we're gonna cast crush on the boy,
Okay.
and I'm gonna spin a wrath die because that was
Sure.
a 5. I feel like it's not all there for some reason because I also added in 5 additional bonus die, and that's not all of it.
Those don't appear because how many? Yeah. What's your psychic mastery?
Yeah, my second mastery total is like nearly 12 or something, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have like 10, so that's all there.
So it doesn't have the bonus dice. It doesn't have the bonus.
Yeah,
dice. So you
so-
can roll the bonus dice.
Yeah, let me
Roll
just-
5.
Yeah. Roll.
Yeah.
5d6.
Yeah, let me roll those and boop. Wow, that's a couple 6s. So 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4, 5 more. So that's 10 total, but I still
10.
want to re-roll with a wrath die. So bloop.
And then you reroll
2 more.
2 more.
Yeah, and 2 more I re-roll. So I'm sorry for taking so long, fellas.
No. This is good.
2
this
are
is good.
failures. So I think it's
So it's gonna be.
It's 10.
7, 11.
11.
total. Yep.
No,
And
12.
you can,
No, it's
Yeah,
12.
12.
Yeah, sorry. And you can shift 2 of those. So
Yeah.
potency 2, you can increase the difficulty to the strength.
Yeah. Basically, it's making it harder for it to break out.
Okay, roll damage on it for me. So that'll be 10 plus 1 extra damage.
Yeah, yep,
Okay,
just
so 10. It
And plus
it
1
takes
additional damage
some-
die. So I just
It
have
seems
to roll
like
that.
minorly wounded from that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
1.
Roll the dice. Okay.
I'm not going to take
okay.
that 6 to just 1.
Okay. It seems like somewhat wounded from that, but it is restrained. But it can make a strength test, so it's going to make a strength test.
And it will complicate, because this is your last
it-
complication.
Oh wow, you stacked them up heavy on me.
Yeah, someone did 100 for complications, and another person did a complication thing, so it was like 3.
Okay, so it's restrained, and I will say that the manner of which you're pulling it up is going to make it easier to hit. So the complication is that like it's floating in the air, which is going to lower its defense as well.
Yeah, so I just imagine I'm holding crush, lifting it up, and I'm like, kill this thing! And I'm just dying in the sewer.
Cool. Is that will be your action?
Yep, that is my whole turn. Thank you for being patient with me, everybody.
Cool.
Of course.
Are any of you looking to glory your way in to interrupt?
Can
Captain
I
Zedek
glory
is.
explore?
Captain Zedek is?
Oh, actually, would we rather heal? We probably should stabilize Lorn first.
Yeah, stabilizing
Well,
would probably be
I mean,
wise in case.
I'd say
the-
kill the thing, then get me.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Because this thing's going to be continuing to do damage to us, whereas
That's fair.
Lorn is on
I mean,
the
it's
ground.
restrained now, but kill it now so I don't have to suffer.
So who is interrupting?
Make it Zedek, because Braine kills people all the time.
Okay,
I'd love
mark,
to take a crack at this.
Mark down the glory,
Okay.
then mark me down a room.
Of
Okay.
course.
Crocodile.
Crocodile!
As another one slinks out of the water from deeper down in the chasm, bursting out. This one takes like a lazy approach, kind of coming up. It does not attack with its jaws. It instead takes a lazy swipe at Reeb as it comes out of the water, and it misses terribly.
You have failed.
All right, Zedek, you may now go.
So Zedek is going to lock his arc pistol onto his hip and turn on his power sword instead, and just kind of lunge at this suspended crotolid.
Oh yeah, like is it like some kind of like you jump and we do the 360 camera turn around you as you're floating midair with your weapon?
Maybe not a 360 no scope, but definitely just a nice cinematic jump shot as he's rising up towards about to plunge his power sword through this crotolid's head.
I say this because I know he's gonna fuck it up, Chad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I choose not to believe I will, therefore I will.
Stay optimistic.
I can't be optimistic.
Have confidence. And you got a 2.
I'm gonna wrath it.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
And a complication! Woohoo!
Great nerve!
Wow.
I
the
love
gods
that.
have spoken.
You hit. And for this one, I'm going to use, I like seriously bless the person who wrote this complication. It's just entitled "They Have the Upper Hand" by Magos Radin, and it simply reads, "The GM gets 2 rune points." So please just.
You
Fuck.
Magos!
I know you. Anyways, I'm rolling damage.
That's not great.
No, it's not great.
No. You managed to like slice into it, which does a bit of damage. You can tell that your like the fact that it's a power weapon is really helping you get through this hide.
Anybody?
It's still floating there though.
Like,
I should read about
wanna...
what restrained does and what it lets me do. Because
how you holding up, Mr. Crocodile?
I believe now, because you interrupted to do that, because that was a double interrupt, so it goes back to my go now, of which I get to go. Let's find out what the restrained condition will do to this poor little fellow.
It's all uphill from here, guys.
Oh, okay. I can't use my movement, and my defense is reduced by 2. So okay. So I can't move, but I can still attack.
But if he's stuck in the crotolid on its belly,
I'll attack
it bite?
Zedek.
Can he bite me at that angle?
He won't bite you. I'm gonna be nice and just have him use the claws on you.
Crazy question,
appreciate
Bungo.
that.
I got a crazy question for you, Bungo Wungo. How did you manage to melee him from over there?
He
Oh, shit, I
jumped.
forgot to move.
He should be like here.
Wasn't sure.
In the oop.
Actually, one sec. We're gonna do this all fun like. There you go.
Okay.
Here. You're gator wrestling, Captain Zedek.
Hell yeah, it's just like home!
What? Where are you from that has like gangers? No.
Hawaii.
That's deep Zedek lore we'll get into later. It's going to swipe at you. You're oh god, you're gonna sidestep this, aren't you?
Am I allowed to sidestep? No, I'm not.
Or I'll just roll a 1 and complicate as this thing
That's
is like,
fine, too.
get it off. Completely botching.
The complication is lose 2 rune die.
No, the complication is it runs out of ammo.
What does it drop this time? Do I get a rare item?
Oh gosh.
I don't know what a crotolid is.
No, in fact, its claw, as it's like trying to like swing and hit you, it does manage to hit you, Zedek, but it hits you lazily in the in your shoulder pad, like your armored shoulder pad. So its claws get stuck there, and it can't get them out.
Hey, stop that! I pay good money for that.
It stares deeply into your soul as it's like thrashing about. Okay, that's it. That was the second crow. Let's go. Back to you, chuckleheads. Who wants to go now?
Given a
It's kind
society.
of being blocked there, ain't it?
Gangers. Gangers rise up.
Yeah, I can take the gator. You can fuck off after, because like if it dies, then it probably your hit. If I don't kill it, then your hit will either kill the crotolid that Zedek's fighting or the crotolid that I'm fighting.
Yeah.
So I'll go.
Go.
Because we vowed action to these people. It's just a matter of timing. So I will charge
Yeah,
for Lemuria.
absolutely, for Lemuria.
And we're going to. Hi, Reeb. How are things going? It sounds like it's going pretty well. Oh. No.
Yes.
All right, let us make an attack with my master-crafted power sword as it comes down upon the back of this creature. Holy shit, 9 successes.
Damn, that will. And you can shift. You can shift both. So
I will.
You can shit twice.
I will shit twice
Quantum shitting.
for 14 damage. AP 3.
Okay, one sec. Okay, that's actually not as terrible as I thought it would be, so that's cool.
We have full glory if you want to spend
Oh,
some to kill it.
yeah. Let's just pump 3 glory into that.
Okay, cool. You're pumping 3 into it?
Yeah, because that's how much it took to kill the last one.
Cool. Mark me down a rune point, please.
Ah.
That cheeky fucko.
Nah, I'm not going to use the it lives thing. I'm just going to roll determination, which, okay, it still lives, but barely. You like come at this thing, Pi, and you slash along its back, and it turns, whipping to face you. Its mouth opens and it lets out its horrible scream call as it stares at you with these red, beady eyes. But it manages to hold on through sheer spite and hate as it stares.
Nothing green frightens me.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn. I get to go.
Do you? Didn't both these go?
Yeah, they both went. Yeah. Oh, there might be more.
More crocodile.
Okay, this is Reeb.
Hi!
All right, I'm gonna do 3 actions.
Oh, damn, here we go.
I'm going to run over here.
Okay.
Easy done. I'm going to use Unnatural Medicaid to roll a Medicaid check on Lorn for no penalties for having moved already.
Yep.
Oh wait, hang on. Actually, would it be wiser to shoot and then Medicaid? Or attack and then Medicaid in that case?
So which are you going to attack? The one that Pi really like beat down? Because that one was
I want to attack this one so we can free Zedek.
Okay.
I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Okay, like the one on Zedek looks a lot better, just FYI. Like this one looks really beat up. This one is kind of scuffed a bit. So you'd know that just.
Here's my tactical thinking on this.
Yeah.
1, Pi will keep attention of all of this.
That's fair. That's fair.
If I free this, we have 2 extra fighters coming back in.
That's very no. That is absolutely smart.
Well,
okay.
but also the thing is that if you knock that guy out, right? We don't know how many more crotolids are down. I can immediately run up, aggress this crotolid, and any more coming in will aggro to me. Whereas if you 3 are able to take down this and then come and clean up, we'll be in a nicer situation. Whereas if I need to spend an action finishing this guy off, then run up to this guy, that could potentially prolong the fight.
It's so nice. It's so nice having combats where you fuckers have to use tactics. I'm so happy.
On the off chance that I get really good and free up everyone over here, so that way next turn they can all.
So the one that like you can attack and move and do it. Like honestly, the order of operations won't matter. They aren't getting free attacks on you because the one that like got wounded by Pi is super wounded and thus is not taking attacks of opportunity, like free attacks on you. And the one that's restrained with Zedek can't because it's restrained. So you're good to do it in any way.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to run up and melee attack this dude. Because I want to see if I can do what I can here.
Absolutely.
I'm going to pump the 3 glory onto my melee attack. I'm going to pull out my monofilament scalpel, and I'm going to attempt to carve it like a turkey.
Yeah, do it up.
Oh,
Turkamacrodon.
Yeah.
We missed a detail on Crush. The rules specify while restrained, the target can do nothing on their turn except try to break free.
Oh, okay. Well, luckily I complicated and
for future
fudged up
reference.
anyways. No, that's good. That's good.
We know this for the future. All right, so I will roll monofilament scalpel with a 6, and I need to add the extra glory, so that's 3d6.
Yep.
Which gives me another one, so it means I can shift 2.
Yep.
And,
So,
I'm
yes?
sorry to help with your roll bit. While I'm having restrained, his defense is lowered by 2.
Lowered. Yeah.
So,
no. I've got that. I've got that. Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
okay. So, then it's damage. So, and I'm shifting 2. That gets me 6 plus 2 is 8. AP minus 1.
No, you shift over damage dice, not
Damage
Okay.
dice. Yeah.
So I can roll 2d8.
So it's just 6.
So it's 6 and then plus 2 damage, so 8. Right? Yeah.
I'm going
Well,
to
you-
roll a 6,
Yeah, you
don't I?
need to roll the d6.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you roll 2d6. Oh, yeah. So 8.
And
Minus
then
1.
AP minus 1. Cool. Yeah, it looks like you're tearing through its skin a bit. It's pretty chunky. You're doing like a little bit with the knife as it comes down, but nothing major.
Captain, I trust you have this in well in hand. Now let's take a look at you here, Lorn. How are you doing?
All right then.
Don't worry, I got this.
Yes.
You get your filament scalpel all nice with crotolid blood, and then turn to perform surgery.
I did it
That
on
can't
purpose.
go.
I did it on purpose because crotolid blood is very powerful and it is warp-based. Therefore, it works. Shut up.
Hey, it makes a lot of sense.
I'm willing to accept that.
Like, I didn't go to
I'm
medical
not
school or
gonna
anything. But...
Yeah. So you just give me a Medicaid check. So
You do have 2 wrath if you want to reveal.
I'm gonna wrap that.
Okay.
Perdón. How about a 12?
very good. Whoa! Do. Okay, so with that, you only need a 3 to restore a wound. But every shifted exalt, in this case, you can shift 4?
Yeah, it looks like 4.
Yeah, if you shift 4 of them, then you restore an extra wound. So you can restore 5 wounds to Lorn with that.
All right, I do that then. What else am I gonna do?
Also, for context of tactics, the more I have that thing restrained, each of its turn, if it fails to break,
it takes damage if you sustain it. Yeah.
Yeah, it did not. It tried to break free already, didn't it? Or did you try to do that on the same turn?
No, I didn't do it on its turn, so I'll
you
count my
take 10
attack as it
you take
failing.
10
So now
damage
you
plus
can
1
roll the
ED.
10 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll it. Just roll
Is
the
it-
1 extra damage. Then.
Yeah. So it's 10, 11.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it takes 2 more. It's still up. It's taking a bit of damage, but it's still up. We'll just count like my attack as attempting to break. It didn't break. Cool. So that's its go, or sorry, that's Reeb's go. You're healed up. We've still got the crotolid there. We've got the crotolid there. Okay, that's it for me. We come to a new combat round. Who would like to go first?
I suggest that Lorn do so.
Yes, I'm going to sustain the crush, which is easy
Okay.
for me because I can multi-do things. And then I'm just going to cast Smite on that crocodile,
Which one?
the one I'm currently holding.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Smite it to death.
My
So,
dead
whoop.
psychic lightning.
I'm going to wrath it.
Ooh.
Oh, no, it's just 7. I can still boost 1 more just to get a... No, I have to do 3 to get that, so just...
Yeah.
Didn't really do anything.
So
I just
D3
hit
mortals.
it better. Yep,
As you
D3
channel
mortals.
lightning.
Okay, that didn't work. Hold up. I have to manually roll this because there's not like a
Yeah.
button we have for it.
Nice. There you go.
There we go. 3 mortal wounds.
It is holding on to dear life, but it's still up with 1 wound remaining.
Yeah, so
as
if it
it's,
fails,
like,
fail to break
standing
free,
there.
I have it dead to rights.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so
And,
that
if
was
I may,
Lorn's Yep.
Since I'm sustaining that, doing that, may I also, for more added risk, do one more psychic power?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it'll be +2 difficulty on this one. No, since I'm not after my
technically, the
cap.
smite would get +2 as well because you have to declare them all at the start of when you're doing them. But I'll let it slide this time. So.
Okay, so I'm casting Telekinetic Dome to try and increase resilience and stuff like that. So I need a 5, 6, I need a 7, and I get an 11.
That'll work.
And I'm going to bring those 2 up to basically increase the range.
So you get, because we're at rank 3 now, you get +3 meters. So you create a dome of 3 meters.
Yeah, so basically everybody who's adjacent square on the battle mat for me, you are now protected.
Let's
you.
see. Do you see this?
Oh, yeah. Well, there.
you
Everyone's protected.
There you go. As you set up a dome. A
Yes.
telekinetic dome.
Now my turn's done. I'm sorry for taking so long.
Yeah, no. That's absolutely cool. Okay. Does anyone want to
Yes, I
interrupt
will.
Mo?
I will
Okay.
do it.
Okay, interrupt Mo. I am not going to trump you this time.
Okay, cool. We're going to set up for some multi-attacks. I will view my first. The first attack has no penalty, right?
For what?
If I multi-attack, do both attacks have the penalty, or does the first one not?
I believe that they both do, but I can check that. You can roll them now, and we can just figure.
Okay, sure. Well, I'm going to first attack this guy, and then I'm going to try to charge the other guy. Here we go.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's roll it. Whenever it feels like coming out, our Messiah, preserve us. I'll roll again, see how that's going. Our Messiah. Whoa, okay. I think he's dead.
Big.
So I want to point out something real funny here.
Yeah.
Because first of all, for multi-attacks, you can't shift as part of a multi-attack. That's one of the downsides of them.
And really bad news. I
Let's
noticed
go.
it after all my shit. That unfortunately is a player complication due to chat.
Good.
Sure.
Good. But okay, so you were declaring it was a multi-attack, right? So since you declared that, the first attack gets the regular defense. However, each attack of your multi-attack has to use the same weapon, and you cannot shift. So you won't be able to shift any of these exalts for extra damage.
Oh, that's really sad, but okay.
I'm sorry, you declared it. We played.
That's all right. I don't
by the
need it on this
rules in
guy.
this household.
No, it doesn't matter because this guy's gonna die no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. So blah blah blah. 12. Cool. It is like terrible and dead. The complication, however, let's find out about the
Peruse the
complication.
list.
I am perusing the list.
He is checking the list. The complication list.
Some of them are just so specific, and I love you. And I've tried to like seed like good ones that I can use in this. Oh yeah. All right. Here we go. Sir Johann Gasmask, your weapon begins to just crave blood, and a certain deity of a certain pantheon demands blood, and you just hear it through your power sword. This binaric scream for blood. So the complication that I am going to say at this point is you are going to have to move towards the nearest crowdland you can see, which will be this one here.
Oh, I have to.
Yes, I know you probably were.
I really didn't want to do
intending
that.
to.
Well, it's a shame that I have to do. Okay, I guess if I have to, I'll charge for the blood god.
You can't charge. It's just a move at this point because a charge is another action. So
Oh, okay. All right.
That's unfortunate.
because you're multi-attacking, I assume to hit this one. Is that?
Yes.
No.
Yes. You're right, Messiah.
Shoot. Actually, you can't multi-attack. Haha, get wrecked.
I can't.
No, because you have to move into engagement range of all targets. So you can't just like attack, kill, move, attack.
All right. Well, in that case, could I have taken a shot? Well, I couldn't with a complication. So I
Yeah.
guess I'm just going to move weirdly.
You are
in front of
rushing
this guy.
towards it, craving blood. Ha! Now who's laughing at the blood thing?
I mean, it's joke's on you because when you attack me, I get to make a counterattack, and I get to shift exalts on that one.
We'll see how this plays out, friend. Okay, so you've moved there. You're in front of this cortlet that's coming down the area. All right, that's perfect. Okay, and that was a break, so I get to go now. I will attack with the cortlet that's in front of you, Braine, because it is
I rolled a counterattack.
and it is going to try to bite you. Nom, 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 nom.
Oh no!
Nom 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 nom.
Well, it misses.
I'm going to spend a rune point to reroll this.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. The land
it hit
of
you?
bullshit.
Yep, that is exactly what you needed to hit.
Good.
Unless I get any defensive shit for being in the water.
No, because I haven't been applying it to them. So,
Okay.
and I will do 13 points of damage with AP 1.
Okay, so that's going to be of the 12 I get to soak, so that is going to be 4 going through. I'll roll
Oh.
some determination.
Oh, Thurston.
Yeah.
That attack's a complication as well.
Okay.
Jeez, you guys are going buck wild with that.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
fuck him.
If it's a complication, does it get rid of the success in the complication spot?
Nope.
Okay, worth a shot.
Watch a shot for my advantage.
Well, just I go to make the rules work for me and not for you.
I'm going to
All right.
reroll until I get. Okay, it is.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it somehow is restrained. So I will say it has got caught up in stuff in the sewer that is like
Oh,
a
no.
barrel comes up behind it and covers its back.
No, it goes to bite me, and then I reach my hand down its throat and grab its tongue and uvula, and I'm now holding it like that.
Thurston, hang on, Thurston. I want to put some points to the environment on this. It gets caught in one of those horrible can wrap, the can thing.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yes.
Bottle holder.
People really
Oh.
should recycle.
Need to recycle.
I'll say it's both. It's the can thing and the uvula attack. Sure.
My uvula based.
And your determination, so that went all into your all to your shock.
all to my shock. Yes.
And then I'll spend one more rune point, please.
Okay.
Sir?
Okay.
Mr. Lorn, I will spend one more rune point to use Croikey bit me and also restrain you, because as you've grabbed its uvula and held it, it bites down on your arm.
So we're just in this death spiral.
This is how freaking crocodiles and alligators work.
Who is death rolling who, you may ask?
Yes. Okay, that's the Let's go.
Imagine you two
back-
look like a
back to-
drill, and all I hear and just ring.
Excellent.
Pie is the drill that will break the crotolid.
Boo. Okay, who wants to go next?
That was shitty. I'm sorry.
You,
I
you-
Can Zedek go and just take care of this thing?
Wow, was that anime?
yes.
Was that a Goku reference?
What was that a Goku reference?
You're the only one left. Let it go.
Please subscribe to Goku Gaming.
Shut up and make your point.
You all the
Oh, with pleasure. I'd be happy to make my point. Power Saber.
Cool. Attack. Oh wow, that will hit. No shifts. Actually, wait, shifts. Not. You can shift one. You can shift one
Okay.
because its defense is lowered because it's
Restrained.
restrained and all sorts
I
of
don't
awfulness.
think it will be necessary, but
Okay.
we'll hang on to that. We'll just save the die. Save it for
Okay.
later.
Okay.
Kill.
It's quite dead. Like, describe how Captain Zedek murders this poor warp aquatic animal.
Captain Zedek will, again, still saber basically hilt deep in this crotolid, will kind of rear back, prop his boots up on the crotolid, and bring it upwards as, the power blade's on, kind of searing it upwards as he flips back out and lands on the ground.
Excellent. I was waiting for a snappy one-liner. Won't lie, but you disappointed me, Captain. Zedek.
I mean, I guess that's cool, Zedek.
Yeah, I mean, no snappy Captain Zedek one-liner, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I believe in Zedek.
Oh, don't give me that crock of shit.
There you go.
Turn that into a crocodile.
Ah!
He
All right,
did the line.
I think that's everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. Next round, who would like to go first?
I do.
Can I make wait? Can I make counterattacks if I'm restrained?
No, not in this case.
All right, let me go first so I can make a funny counterattack.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good with it.
What do I gotta do? I gotta muscle wizard my way out of this.
You can still attack because you still have one hand
Yeah.
free and can attack.
Yeah,
You
I was
just
just
suffer
gonna
a
restrain
penalty.
him for you, or do crush so you can just kill it
Well,
easy.
he's already restrained.
No,
Well,
no,
he's
I mean,
restrained.
then he can't move anymore,
Yeah.
so he can't hit you.
He wants to crush more because
Yeah.
crush is better restrain.
I'm just gonna get this crocodile.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I'm gonna get these crocodiles.
Here you go, pet that crocodile.
I'm gonna go get that crocodile. Go get
Crocodile.
My apologies to everyone who lives in the bayou. Fuck! I still got it.
tell the audio people what you did.
15 hits, shifting 6 dice. It's a crit. I will now destroy the crocodilus. It's for 22 damage.
Jesus
10-3.
Christ!
Quite possibly the
Hey
Lord.
guys, it's the Zedek. It's back.
Holy shit.
Ah!
Now, I want you to say, Speaker D, not Pie Brain Speaker. I'm a good person, right?
Oh.
Me, I'm a good person, right? Because if I was not a good person,
don't you agree?
I would totally spend the 1 rune point to keep it alive, but I won't because this is great.
There has to be some rule that if you kill something with a crit, then you can't
Nope.
rune die it. That's so
Nope. Roll me 2d6 for your crit effect, though.
I'd love to. Thank you. It's 4 and a 2.
42 vicious vivisection.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to de-gut and also like fillet this thing in one action, turning it from living creature to hollow coat in like 2 seconds.
Cool. Can you please, we'll murder this Chronolid as you just utterly destroy it. Zoran, can you please mark me up a rune point as I trigger blood in the water whenever a
Okay.
Chronolid sees an individual within 30 meters suffer a crit hit? I have a
Okay.
rune point. Cool. That's your go, Pi?
Yes.
Wait, do you get one or do you remove one?
No, I get one, so I should be up
Okay.
to 2.
Okay, my bad. Keep going.
As one more comes rushing out from the...
Oh, come on!
This was the one in the back. As it comes rushing out, blood frenzied, leaping out towards Pie Brain.
This is extremely funny. I am enjoying this game.
Come on, you big old crocodile. Oh, that's a shame.
Mark me down a rune point.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
God damn it.
Oh, what a shame.
Now
that
counterattack
sucks.
me.
Oh my God, I'm so
I rolled a
sorry.
4.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, but it's another crit. Oh no! Oh my God.
Thank you so much. All right, roll me 2d6 to see what the crit effect is.
Okay, sure. But first, let's see the damage. Don't you want to see the damage?
Yeah,
first?
sure.
All right, we're gonna pump a wrath into the, or not a wrath. Well, yeah. No, what? Fuck
Yeah,
it. We're
no,
pumping a
yeah.
wrath.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, 15 damage. Let's see the crit effect.
Yeah, let's see the crit effect.
Yeah, let's see the crit effect.
Double sixes.
60. Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome
Roll
you.
me a d6.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sure
welcome to
thing.
Ron Case. Today we have the esteemed Propane Nightmares.
5.
Tonight.
On an even result, I get to choose what limb is destroyed because on an even you would. And it suffers a mortal wound, and then +1 mortal wound for every glory you spend. But because of the sheer amount of damage, and because of just, I don't know, my life at this point, I'm going to say the limb you sever is its head, because I want this thing's suffering to end quickly. I like the idea too that like you've just finished gator wrestling and then you get out of the water and you're all breathing this sigh of relief as all of these things are gone, and then one just comes and rushes you, and there's the slow turn and then the slice.
It was really cool. That felt like a horror movie sting, and then it's like, no.
And yeah, with that there is silence in the sewers.
You can hear the distant sound of shitting.
Everyone doing shitting into the void.
Well, I got 3. How many did you guys get?
2. Oh, Lorn's. Wait, is he?
Quit your bleeding, Lorn! I then slap him on the back and cause the blood sausage forming in his lungs to pop out.
Yeah, it flies out as I will assume you just take the time and immediately restore him back to full health.
Yeah.
You can do that, so.
Okay.
Yes. That was fun.
Good to hear. Glad to see someone had fun with all of this.
I know, it's like it's like an education. I mean, if I could smell, then I'd be a lot less happy. I'm sure you people must be miserable, but for me, it's fine.
There's these corpses floating in the water of these things, or, their various parts. Pie is soaked in blood, but you can't tell because it's pie.
It's like pie is soaked in blood. That's like saying pie has cybernetics.
It's true.
Hey, before we depart from the scene, can I have Reeb haul over to the one that he killed just in front, like right over here? Because I would like to, I'd like to do a little bit of a study on it real quick.
Absolutely. Would you like to try? Are you going to try to identify what these were?
Medicaid. I'm going to do a dissection.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish to learn. I am a learning man, Thurston.
Learning.
Yeah, I'll give you a 7.
Yeah. You are able to tell that this is some kind of strange Xenos alien, fauna form. It has a variety of interesting organs that some of them you can't quite place. You're going through it. Obviously, shares some similarities to various reptilians from old Terran mythology and lore, like the ancient mythical creature known as the Croikey. You've seen some of these in some books before. If you can also just toss me a scholar check as well.
It certainly ain't a Grox. Scholar, you said?
Yeah.
Here's your scholar. It's a 7.
So with your trusty copy of White Dwarf, you're able to confirm the identity of these creatures as these Xenos fauniforms known as chronolids, which are essentially these pack animals that are notorious for migrating through the warp. So when their natural habitats become threatened, they run them out of food or various other reasons that they would need to leave their habitat, they can actually travel through the warp to reach an area. Sometimes, and this is something you would know from being able to shift and exalt, sometimes, very rarely, they catch some kind of strange use of immaterial powers, or even flagrant use and abuse of psychic powers, and that attracts them.
With my Medicaid and having a shiftable exalt on that one, may I say that through the course of my Medicaid, I go ahead and saw open its skull and take its brain?
Absolutely.
All right, there we go. That's my keepsake. We're good.
And I think, yeah. I also want to really thank Templar 9999 for the complication. It's a bloody crotalid, which was the basis of this entire scene from last session. Because that was the complication Lorn got at the end of last session.
Extremely excellent.
You're welcome.
Yes.
Captain Zedek would also like to take some couple teeth if he can, remind them of home.
You've got several of them in your shoulder pads still.
I might just turn them into a fetish to adorn the shoulder pad with them.
Yeah, like
Trophy
reverse
rack.
spikes.
I got my crotalid skins.
I'm gonna make this into a cool, like, cloak or, like, I don't know, something. I don't know.
Do you share any of this information with your fellow party mates, Reeb? Like,
I share with them as much as they're willing to listen to regarding them, because I guarantee you that most of it's going to sound like my skill jargon, Medicaid.
yeah, for sure.
But I share with them as much as prevalent, and that these are likely here because this is like either a natural spawning ground for them or likely an in-between location for them. And that we have obviously probably not gotten all of them.
Do you think it has something to do with Lorn?
I sincerely doubt it is his doing. There are psychers everywhere, Pi.
That is true. It is very unfortunate. Well, how far are we off from our destination?
Zedek?
Zedek will pull up the scribbled map of the sewer system he's following.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say for certain. I actually don't know how far in we're supposed to go.
So at this point, I'm assuming you want to carry on. This like map here. This is here for combat related purposes, but I'm assuming you're just going to make your way further in. Are there any skill checks you want to be performing as you're traveling down this area? Like, we don't have to worry about the specifics of the map here. Just like what you guys want to do as you're kind of making your way through the sewer system.
Oh yeah, while I'm doing all this, can I at least be like cinching Lorn's jaw into a better position? Obviously, I'm not in a position to really wire it back together right now.
Actually, I look at Reeb, and as he's helping me out, I cast Regeneration.
Ah, new spell.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to us what that does?
Regeneration. As I flip, because my notes didn't do a thing. Regeneration. Your body is exists in orbit itself, yada yada. Once activated, you can use this power to heal injuries at a phenomenal rate, and in time, even regrow lost limbs or body parts. Power sustained. I heal 1 wound per round, and if I'm maximum wounds, I heal 1 shock per round. So I'm going to get my shock back. And your maximum shock and wounds, you may regenerate. If you're at max shock and wounds, you may regenerate whole body parts. Through this process is much slower, a smaller body part, yada yada. Basically, I'm just healing my jaw back.
Sweet. Yeah.
Tell me more. Did you regrow your jaw?
That's just context for chat so they know what the spell is. But yeah, I just literally just set everything back, heal any scars, all that stuff.
Yeah, and yeah, like you feel like there's this slight like pain even after your psychic reconstitution. Like you'll always carry some memento of your time fighting the crotalids, but overall, like you've repaired the damage. So as you've done that, like are any of you wanting to make any checks like survival or such while you're kind of heading down this area?
I would love to.
Find tracks or.
I'd like to make a leadership test too.
To rally the troops?
Of course, and execute this strategy without error.
Yeah, do it up. Give me leadership.
Here we go.
Lorn rolled a survival and got an 8.
I will
Roll
wrap
leadership
that.
and got a 1.
And I will roll athletics maybe to be a forward scout.
And I complicate.
Oh my
Fuck me.
gosh, Zedek.
Hey, I'm anything but consistent.
For context, Zedek re-rolled and got a complication.
I still failed. Like I did nothing.
So you carry on for some way.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
What?
Because someone donated this, because I don't think we'll be doing this anytime soon. My brain's thing is also a complication.
Yay!
Good. This is good.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Keep going, man.
No. This is all so good. Captain Zedek, you've been traveling for minutes, and as you've been traveling through this sewers for minutes, you realize that this situation is hopeless. If it's not been solved in minutes, when will it be solved? And so you've readied yourself to give a rousing speech on how you should all just give up and return to the debt collector, because that is your level of just messing up this check. However, Lorn, with your 8 on a survival check, you've been tracking. So after several minutes of travel, and Zedek gets ready, and Zedek starts giving this speech about how you should be returning to the debt collector. You should be abandoned. Maybe you should even abandon the whole crusade. Right behind Zedek is the door, which clearly is some kind of connecting point to a larger facility.
Hey, Zedek. Look behind you.
Lorn. Oh, shit.
And I think in aw shit, that's where we're gonna end today's session with Pie Braine coming out of the water. The complication, of course, is Pie Braine emerges the water. Another pair of eyes loom behind him, unseen to our cast of characters.
Dun 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 dun. dun.
Yay! Good job, everybody.
Wonderful.
Hope everyone's super duper enjoyed it. I would like to say thank you to Speaker D for playing today.
Yes, I am Speaker D. You may find me on Twitter at Super Snake Kick, as well as my YouTube channel, which is Speaker D as well. Not very many uploads, but stay posted. There are evil schemes afoot.
I'd like to thank Earndil for being here today.
Yes, I am Earndil. You can reach me at Twitter at Earndilio. I occasionally post things pertaining to the project. More often than not, I don't do anything. And also, you have discovered animal husbandry.
Yes.
And I'd like to thank Mr. HulkyKrow.
That's me. I'm HulkyKrow. You can pretty much find me on Twitter at HulkyKrow. I occasionally post updates for my personal life, hobbies, or retweet funny things that I see. And maybe hang out on Zoran's server every now and then. You should go there too. It's a great place.
And I'd also like to thank our wonderful game master. Thank you, Mr. Thurston, for such an amazing game. And thank you to all the players for being here and making this session awesome. I don't think people can barely hear it. Something's been so low. Because I'm going to hear the crocodile. There you go.
There it is.
But yeah, and also like to thank chat, everyone who's been supporting us so far. We super duper appreciate your guys' support and patience with us all as we've had to deal with a bunch of live bullshit. So thank you all so much for tolerating us. Remember, if you support us on Patreon, we are currently releasing the WarHams Fantasy test sessions right now, which as far as I can tell, it's just been kooky, stupid fun. So if you like this is exactly what you're expecting.
If you want to see how Zoran and Speaker handle a fucking arm wrestling competition and make me almost cry, go watch.
Yeah. We entered a tavern and we're still in the tavern.
Oh, you'll be there for a while. Don't worry.
Well, you ruined the whole thing for them, man. Like their expression is like, "Oh, you go in the tavern and leave," but this is like, we're still there.
Let me give a small teaser. 5 seconds in. All right, guys, you all enter into a tavern. 2 minutes in, I'll get into an arm wrestling contest. 2 more minutes in, I need to look up how to survive critical injuries. And whether or not I should be dead.
And the funny thing is like the only person it ended up affecting was the person who I thought it would affect anyway.
So yes, you should listen to our test sessions. They're hilarious.
Yes.
All right, we love you guys very much. We're gonna start ending it here. Thank you all so much for being here. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Farewell. Goodbye.
Farewell.
You can have a good time. You can have a bad time. Just please don't hurt nobody. Goodbye.
Hey, you gonna hurt nobody. Hey, we're walking here. Very
Hey,
softly,
walking.
though. I'm walking here. You like walking here? Hey, I'm walking here. I love you guys. Take it easy.